1. Good evening, welcome to Villa Park. Burnley face Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa tonight. We kick off at 8 o'clock. It's crunch time. The Clarets face Villa tonight and host Newcastle United on Sunday. There's good team news. James Tarkowski is back and he'll take the captain's armband as well. The only change from a narrow defeat at Spurs. Tarkowski in for Lowton. Jay Rodriguez and Ben Mee haven't made it. Ashley Westwood, Matty Vidra, long-term absentees. Dale Stevens back on the bench tonight. Villa won 3-1 at Turf Moor 12 days ago with goals from Danny Ings, Emi Buendia and Ollie Watkins. Maxwell Cornet got a consolation goal for the Clarets. Emilio Martinez has made it. He's ever present. Had a knock in training, but he's made it. There's no Ezri Konsa. He misses out with a knee injury. Callum Chambers will play centre-back. Danny Ings, who scored in his last 4 games against the Clarets, he's on the bench. So more detail on those two sides for you. Burnley 18th, a point behind Leeds and 2 behind Everton, who play Crystal Palace at Goodison Park tonight. Villa go to the Etihad on Sunday. Gerrard could still help his former club in the title hunt. So that Burnley side in full. Nick Pope in goal. We think 3-5-2. Nick Pope in goal. Kevin Long, Nathan Collins, James Tarkowski at the back. Connor Roberts right wing back. Charlie Taylor left wing back. Central 3 of Dwight McNeil, Jack Cork and Josh Brownhill. Up front, Maxwell Cornet and Ashley Barnes. On the bench for Burnley, Wayne Hennessy, Matt Lowton, who did really well on Sunday, Wout Weghorst, Dale Stevens, Aaron Lennon, Phil Bardsley, Bobby Thomas and Dara Costello. For Villa, normally 4-3-3. Martinez in goal, Matty Cash right back, Lucas Dean left back, Callum Chambers, Tyrone Mings in the centre. A full debut for Carney Chuck Wamika today. He's in midfield alongside Douglas Luiz and Jacob Ramsey, who's been a real star for Villa this season. Front 3, we think, John McGinn, Ollie Watkins and Emiliano Buendia. On the bench, Robin Holson, the reserve keeper, Morgan Sanson, Bertrand Traore, Ashley Young, who nearly came to Turf Moor in the summer, Marvellous Nakamba, Danny Ings, of course, Philippe Coutinho, now a permanent signing, Tim Ragbumna and Josh Feeney. So that's the 20 for Villa. It was goalless here last season. Indeed, Burnley are 3 unbeaten here, 1 win and 2 draws. Ironically, Ings got the only goal when Burnley won here last, on the last day of the 2014-15 season. Paul Tierney in charge of this one. Massive game for Burnley. Because it's a massive game, here's Andy Hodgson. How are we?
Well, we're nervous, aren't we? That's what we are. I mean, we were saying before, this is a bit like Christmas in terms of the excitement, and it's a bit like the night before your driving test. You know, the two combined. 1 minute I'm nervous, the next minute I'm excited. I've cleared my calendar to bring the yellow jacket for today, because there's only one game this entire season that I attended in the yellow jacket where we didn't either draw or win. So the good news is the jacket's here, the team's turned up, we're going to be all right, Phil. You may stay calm, we're going to be all right.
It's a massive 4 days, isn't it?
It is, but I tell you what, the flexibility that this team has shown under Mike Jackson has been brilliant. I was surprised at the weekend when I saw the lineup with 5 in defence and thought, what's going to happen here? Oh my God, Tarkowski's not playing. And then I looked at it and I thought, this is genius. What he's done is genius.
It did work.
It's the right thing to do.
Yeah, it was super.
You know, you look at that and you go, whatever he decides to do, I am with him. He clearly said, let's set up for 80 minutes to not let them score and try and beat them on the break. And we nearly did it. And we didn't, you know, do a 4-5-0 special. And that for me was, if it wasn't so perilous at the moment, you know, almost a victory, because that showed immense progress. And at this stage of the season, if he's making decisions like that, clear-headed decisions, tactically brilliant decisions, then hopefully we'll get something out of tonight.
Tarkowski's back. Is that a bit of a gamble, a bit of a risk, do you think? Well,
hamstrings are always a bit of a risk, aren't they? I mean, that it really is a surprise to me that he's playing, because normally with a hamstring you don't risk a player, and if he pulls up halfway through, then we've got to change things around. But you know, Spurs shows us that we can change things around quite easily and we'll still be all right. So we've got cover. I mean, that's the thing. Mind you, you know, you look at half the bench a bit like Spurs. You know, you look at half the bench and you go, go, ooh, I'm not quite sure who I'd bring on there. But there's enough cover tonight. There's Lennon, there's Stevens, there's Bardsley, there's Weghorst, there's Lowton. You know, there's enough there that we shouldn't have to worry about tonight. And it's just, let's not let anything in the first 45 minutes and then see where we are, I think.
We'll have to keep an eye on Goodison Park. Everton against Crystal Palace. We'll keep an eye on the fan zone. Already a lot of people there watching tonight's game. And they've got to just hope that Burnley can get a result. A win would be fantastic. A draw would take us above Leeds with one game to go.
Well, yeah, you know, the players surely tonight have never been more focused. The 2 days that we've got, today and Sunday, they have to be so incredibly focused, and you know, it's all over if they're not. You know, a slip up tonight, too much nerves, and it all disappears. And
it says a lot of Tarkowski's character that he wants to play. You know, no secret. His contract's up in the summer. He's likely to be moving on, but he wants to play. Yeah,
I mean, it's fantastic, and that shows how professional he is, and that means, you know, he'll leave this club as a legend, having done a fantastic job for us. And you know, even you think about when you and I were at Watford, he'd driven all the way up the country and back down as well.
We didn't know that at the time, obviously. No,
and he was fantastic. So you know, he's clearly going to put in a shift if he can tonight, if that hamstring holds up, and fingers crossed that it will. But yes, Maxwell's had a bit of a week of it as well, hasn't he?
He has, yes. Little girl. He's been back to France for the birth of his little girl.
Yeah.
And back home, back in training a couple of days this week.
Yeah.
And he's ready to go.
Well, I lent him the private jet and said, if you need it, Maxwell, you just take it anytime you want, my friend. I filled it up for him and everything down the BP station. Cost me a fortune at today's prices.
Now then, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. In some ways, I'll feel a bit better when the game gets underway.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing you can do about it then, is there?
No.
This will be a great atmosphere, though. I mean, Villa Park will be absolutely rammed. I mean, there's never been so much attention on Burnley. Every radio station I flicked across today, there was somebody talking about Burnley.
Wow.
TalkSport were all over it. I was on 5 Live on the drive up talking about it. Every station, everywhere. There's all of the television here. There's all of the radio stations in front of us here as well. It is clearly absolutely massive. It's on the telly. It's on our fan zone back in Burnley.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the biggest thing ever. I mean, it is perilous. It is nervous. We are, frankly, on the edge. And then we've got Newcastle, so that'll be even worse. It's a terrible couple of days, but this is what we do it for. You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter whether you've got a private jet like Maxwell flying back there. At the end of the day, we all make a cup of tea, we all put the bins out, we all say to the other half, how you doing, are you all right? We're all the same, right? But football is bigger than everything, because this week has been dominated by this game. The thoughts of what happens if, what happens when, if Everton win, if Leeds win, what, you know, the whole week, my thought process is never more than 10 minutes away from going, yeah, but what if James is back? What if Cornet's back? And what if he plays brilliantly like he did when we were back at Leicester earlier in the season? You know, it's such a big one. It's so exciting today.
It is massive, you know, and 1,500 fans have made the journey down, and they'll get right behind the lads this evening. We've got a nice little recent record here, 2 draws and a win in the last 3. You'd want to extend that tonight, and if we do, we're in the driving seat come Sunday, I think.
Indeed we are, and that's where we need to be at the end of tonight. It's not going to be easy. Gerrard sets up tough teams. He's got a bit of a winning mentality back, although, you know, they've had a checkered season in terms of success, Villa for sure, but they've got some great personnel. They've got some very capable players that we'll have to keep an eye on, and therefore for me, I suspect tonight will be about block them, stop them, and then let's go for try and get something and nick it in the end.
It is 8 defeats. They've had 8 defeats here in the Premier League, 4 draws,
but then,
you know,
then they slipped 3 past us, so it's one of those where you go, I don't know which side he's going to turn up tonight. But they're not going to be easy to beat. There's no question about that. It's going to be quite an achievement if we win tonight. But I like to be bold. You like to be bold. I'm going for 3-0 to the Burnley.
I've gone 2-1. I'm a bit more. I think it'll be a bit tighter. But I think Burnley can win here and make a massive step. It'd be a massive step. Not over, but
do you hear that?
Step.
They're singing your name. Hi-ho, Philip Bird, they're singing.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's how much the Villa fans love you.
Nice try. Don't think so. We'll keep one eye on Everton, Crystal Palace. It's 0-0 as things stand. An Everton defeat puts them into a bit of trouble, doesn't it? Because they go to Arsenal on the last day.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I spoke to the ex-Everton and Arsenal striker Kevin Campbell the other week, and he was saying this. And he was saying it's been a difficult season, but Frank's got the mentality to get them there, and the way the Everton fans have reacted, you know, they've been lining up and they've done the same tonight, all down the side of Goodison Park. So when the coach comes in, it's literally like a Champions League final. Oh, the irony of that.
Yeah, but, we'll not go into that.
That's it, you know. So they're very confident that with the backing of the fans, they can get there.
Didn't win on Sunday though, did they?
They didn't
doing all that.
They didn't win on Sunday.
In fact, they lost on Sunday.
I think, you know, you have a man sent off in the 18th minute. It's always going to be rather difficult.
Yeah. Credit Brentford. I thought Brentford were good though, Andy. You know, we'll need Brentford on Sunday.
Yeah, that's very true.
They're one of my favourite clubs.
They are.
And they can celebrate how they like.
Yes, they can. I love little old Brentford now. They've all become my friends since our day down at Brentford, where we got a bit grumpy when we lost.
We did. I mean, those 3 successive wins have got us in a position where we can stay up. Here come the teams. Aston Villa against Burnley. It's Aston Villa, of course, in claret and blue. 3rd strip for the Clarets, all blue. And here's the teams for you. Nick Pope in goal for Burnley. A back 3 of Kevin Long, Nathan Collins, and a return for skipper James Tarkowski. Midfield 5, Connor Roberts, Dwight McNeil, Jack Cork, Josh Brownhill and Charlie Taylor. Up front, Maxwell Cornet and Ashley Barnes. On the bench for Burnley, Wayne Hennessy, Matt Lowton, who played here, of course, Wout Weghorst, Dale Stevens, Aaron Lennon, Phil Bardsley, Bobby Thomas and Dara Costello. For the home side, normally 4-3-3. Martinez has made it. He's in goal. Matty Cash right back. Lucas Dean left back. Callum Chambers into the side alongside Tyrone Mings. Midfield 3, Carney Chukwuemeka. His full debut in the Premier League. Douglas Luiz, Jacob Ramsey. Front 3, we think. Watkins through the middle. Emiliano Buendia and John McGinn either side. On the bench for Villa, Robin Olsen, the Swedish international keeper. Morgan Sanson, Bertrand Traore, Ashley Young, 37 in July. Ashley Young, marvellous Nakamba. Danny Ings scored 4 times in his last 4 games against Burnley. Philip Coutinho, now a permanent signing. Rob Boonham, he's a former West Brom youth player, and Josh Feeney, young centre-back. So the 20s there, match day squads, massive evening for Burnley, and the Clarets need to start well. They really do need to start well, Andy.
They certainly do. They need to be right at it. There's lots of people on the live chat on YouTube watching us today who are right behind the Clarets saying, come on. Tony Kay's on there, and lots of people just backing the Clarets and saying, come on. Cornet goal, says Mohammed on here. My prediction is 1-0 to Burnley, says the next one. We've got this, boys, says Bob Mack. Scott Kay says up the Clarets. 2-0 prediction, says Red Cell. Graham Earnshaw, up the Clarets, come on. So everyone's backing us on the live chat on YouTube. Well done to you. Keep your comments coming in, and then we'll give them a mention as we go, and get your score predictions in as well. But I'm going for 3-0 because we've got the firepower that no one in this league has got. Philip Bird, we have.
Nobody's got.
Nobody has the firepower of the Clarets.
Wow. We are minutes away from kick. I'm sure Liverpool and Man City.
I've not heard of those teams. Who are these people you speak of?
I'll take it today.
No.
Cornet up front alongside Barnes. And it's massive, isn't it? Absolutely massive at Villa Park. Does look like the youngster Chukwuemeka's going to play a little bit further forward as they were lining up before they go in a huddle. Perhaps McGinn in midfield then. Chukwuemeka just a little bit further forward. Only 18. It's a big night for him. 1 or 2 suggestions. Did he rest players for Sunday? I never thought that. I never thought that. So Burnley set to get underway. Just look like that back three. Does look like Collins, Tarkowski and Long in that order, right to left, which is a little bit of a surprise, isn't it?
Different again.
Does look different, doesn't it? Looks
Whoa.
like, and everybody takes a knee. So that's a little bit of a surprise. Didn't think we'd see Kevin Long left-hand side.
Maybe Roberts has just got excited and pushed up once in a goal.
Yeah, seems a little bit strange, but that's where it is. Collins right centre-back, Tarkowski through the middle, and Kevin Long left centre-back. They'll have been working on it. Burnley not scared to make changes. So that's an interesting one. Immediately forward here, Collins will jump with Buendia. He thinks he's got caught there. An arm from Collins on the Argentinian, so an early free kick. Paul Tierney on hand to give that. Looked a little soft.
He played for that, didn't he?
Did rather. Looked a bit soft.
I think it's tough from our point of view because we'd play for that every day of the week as well, so fair play to them. But yeah, I mean, he put his hand in his face is the truth of it, and he flung his hands up. Fair enough. So
McGinn over this. Scottish international take this, swing it in, left-footed. Early pressure on the Burnley goal. Mings up, Chambers up. Burnley have got a mark up here. Swung in by McGinn. Decent delivery. It's Tarkowski with a header away. Might fall for Buendia here. Shot that's well blocked. Early corner.
No, it's not gone out. Still in.
Still in there. Ball back in there. Hooked away by Collins. It will be a corner now.
It will be. The ball hit the floor. It was spinning. It spun back into play. And thankfully all the players were switched on enough. But there was a little bit of confusion as they all kind of looked round and went, hang on, is it still in play here?
I'd switched
Dangerous. Off. Indeed you had.
Yeah. Lecture time. I'd switched off.
I'm here for you. Don't worry. I'm here for you.
Here's Luca Dean. Goes short. Louise on here for McGinn. A bit of space to get across in. That's dangerous. Pope ball, I think. Gone towards the back post. Headed behind. It's beyond Pope. Already 2 early corners. Kevin Long onto that. Headed it behind.
Needed doing.
Didn't it? This time Dean with the delivery. So it'll be an in-swinger. Mings trying to get on the keeper. Jacob Ramsey's there. It'll be swung in here by Dean, so it'll be an in-swinger. Early pressure against Burnley here. Got to be on their guard. It's gone short. McGinn dummies the cross. Will come inside though. Gets away. Decent ball in there. Headed away. Chambers on the chase. Will keep it in play. Back again here for Louise. Started well, Villa. Certainly got pressure on here. Ball into the middle. It'll be Collins to clear. Towards us. Into the stand just in front of us. It'll be a throw to Villa. A bit of a nervy start, if I'm honest.
We're compact though. You know, defending that corner, it was every man back in the area, and away we go again.
It's back with Mings. On for Chambers. They're the centre-back partnership tonight. Here's McGinn. He looks lively from the start. Looking for Dean here. Dean will win the header, but he should clear. Tarkowski away, right-footed. Next one, Chambers. Inside for Mings. Here's the Brazilian Douglas Luiz. Goes wide for Dean. Burnley have got to peg him back. He's got to be defending rather than coming forward. Ramsey for Mings. Bright start. 3 minutes gone. Corney very nearly nicked that off Chambers. It's back with Chambers again here. Squares it for Mings. Early Villa pressure. Ramsey back for Luiz. Burnley really haven't seen the ball, in all honesty, in the first 4 minutes.
But I reckon that's the plan, don't you?
Well, certainly soak up the pressure if they can.
But they're fast Villa. They're technically very competent. So they're going to pass it around us for a little while. We've got to stay solid. We've got to stay compact, and then see what we can do after that point. But Gerrard's animated already down on the touchline.
Yeah, he's not happy already, is he? Here's Ramsey trying to come inside McNeil. It's been a really good season for Jacob Ramsey. Picks out Chambers. Chambers to hook a ball forward. Way too much on that. And that's just a little bit of relief for Burnley, if we're honest.
Yep, we can reset now. They were going nowhere. Let's see what we can do with a bit of possession and see what the plan is. But at the moment, Mike Jackson looks happy. McNeil's just given him the thumbs up, so they're obviously doing exactly what he's asked them to do. And let's see where the possession gets us as Pope's going to take a long kick.
Tarkowski's very much the organiser of that back three. He's got Long on his left-hand side, Collins on his right-hand side. Remember, Lowton played left centre-back on Sunday. So all a little bit of a surprise, perhaps. Corney on the chase here. Can he get on the end of it here? Corney heads it on. Chance for McNeil. Can he take it down? Oh, the defender just got back. Is that a corner? Brought it back, has he, the referee, for something
There's
here?
a Villa player down on the floor.
I think it will be a corner when we restart.
Yeah, that's where the linesman is.
Oh, it just didn't settle for McNeil, did it?
He's just checking Mings, who's on the floor. No, he didn't. They defended it well, but
Barnes has caught him, hasn't he?
knock.
We might just be having a look at this.
Yep.
Barnes has certainly caught him as they jump for the ball. Let's hope that's not a VAR referral. Certainly caught Mings.
Yeah, he's still down and having a roll on the floor, but they're not bringing anyone on, so he's not that badly off. He just needs to recover.
No, I think he's getting back to his feet. He's taken a bang, hasn't he?
Yeah.
They'll have to defend a corner when we restart. Just hope there's no hint of a referral here, is there?
No, not so far. That was a nice little chance for McNeil, though. I was listening to John Ketley on the radio today, the former weatherman, still current weatherman and Burnley fan, who said McNeil underrated this season, and maybe tonight's the night he gets one of those cracking goals from distance.
Just didn't settle for him, did it?
No.
There's a bit of pushing and shoving in there. Collins is not happy. Burnley ready to take it with Cornet. Burnley not happy. They think there's holding in the box. Collins trying to get away. Cornet to deliver it towards the back post. It's beyond everybody.
Yep. Right
Too
over
deep,
the top.
I think, wasn't it? Too deep, unfortunately, from Cornet.
Right over the top. Went nowhere near anyone. We've got to get those things right.
Yeah. Is it almost worth somebody getting at the back post, perhaps?
Yeah. We should be exploiting set pieces, so we can't make those mistakes twice tonight. But they're playing out from the back, Villa, so this is interesting. We need to put a bit more pressure on higher up if they're going to play like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can keep a high line, though, because Watkins has got all sorts of pace behind. Here's Louise. Louise on for Chambers. Opportunity then for Burnley. McNeil with that chance. Here's McGinn. Court just applies pressure, but illegally it'll be a free kick.
Yeah, he came through the back of him, didn't he? And he went straight over.
Good player, McGinn. Burnley looking to close him down. It's gone short. Buendia back again here for Chambers. Squares it for Mings, who looks thankfully okay. Just took a bang to the face off that Barnes challenge. Here's Douglas Luiz looking for that ball over the top, and we've got to be careful. And it's just gone beyond Long, beyond Buendia.
I wonder if he got a shout there, Kevin Long.
I think he possibly did, yeah. He was at full stretch. Pope was onto it.
He was tracking backwards, wasn't he? But yeah, if he'd have headed it, it was going over Pope. So thankfully he didn't.
Big kick from the keeper. Mings wins this one. Caught to the loose ball. Barnes to try and jump and win it again. Hacked away. This is Tarkovsky's. He'll go back to his keeper.
Roberts has gone out right on his own, wanting it straight away.
I think when Burnley got the ball, they'll want to push Roberts and Taylor further forward. Yeah. Barnes to try and win that. Might pick up the loose ball here, McNeil. He thought he was fouled. Referee having none of it. Mings looking for Watkins over the top. This is the danger. Good header won by Long. That's the danger. They do like a long ball, Villa.
Yeah.
And Watkins has got all the pace in the world. Dean to win that header. Ramsey to touch on. He's been caught. Foul by McNeil. I think it's by Cork on Ramsey. It's got a little scrappy. Good touch from Steven Gerrard on the touchline. Not a great deal in it, but Cork just caught him.
Well, we're enthusiastic in the challenge. I think that's what you would say, and that's what every Burnley fan would want at this point. They want us in there from the very beginning. So we're not getting the possession at the moment, but we are getting into them. Certainly appears that way, doesn't it? That chance for McNeil early on just wouldn't settle on his right foot. Here's Chambers, free transfer signing from Arsenal. McGinn looking here for Dean. This is where they can get behind. Too much on that. Frenchman's not going to get that. No.
This is where Roberts, he's an athlete. He's got to cover Lucas Dean, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Might have to run all day to do it, but he can cover him. Goal kick Burnley with Pope. I know you're keeping an eye on Everton Palace.
1-0 to Palace. It is 1-0 to Palace.
Is that right? Whoa, Palace lead at Goodison Park. So that's a test for Everton now. Everton 0, Crystal Palace 1. Remember, Everton go to Arsenal on the last day.
Mateo with the goal.
Wow. Here's Roberts, but Burnley have got to do the business themselves. Here's Roberts again, under pressure. Chukwuemeka. He's just trying to apply the pressure on him. He's holding him, so I assume that should have been a foul, really. Roberts wins it back. Will it break here for Cornet? Not quite. Next ball won by Cork. Burnley certainly looking to win everything here. Was he caught there? Looked that way by Chukwuemeka, but Villa come away with the ball. Helped on, but won by Buendia. Buendia trying to get away from Collins. Burnley nicked it. Argentinian wanted the foul and he got it. Wow, that looked soft. Certainly Chukwuemeka looked like he caught Roberts earlier. Burnley didn't get the decision. Buendia almost stopped and looked to the referee and got it.
Yeah. It's not on that, is it? Not when we want to win 3-0. Well, that's not convenient.
He's a player, Buendia, and he'll want the ball as much as possible. It's back with Douglas Luiz.
We've got a good shape to us, though, eh?
Here's Dean taking a cross in. Dangerous one. Touch on. Wide of the target. It's a corner, though.
It's got a tap again, yeah. Out for a corner.
An alert, Paul Tierney.
10 minutes gone here. The shape is good. We're solid. We're compact. When we're defending corners, if we're going to do what we did last time, it's all men back in the box. But the Villa players are drifting up slowly this time, which is an interesting
tactic, isn't it?
Way of doing it.
Yeah. Palace lead at Everton. Here's Dean with the cross. Burnley have got a mark up here. Swung in, right in there. Burnley have got a head on it through Charlie Taylor. Chukwuemeka trying to take it down. Burnley have nicked it, and he surely fouled McNeil there, but Cornet to try and pick the ball up. Gotta say, I thought that looked a foul. As he was trying to break away with the ball. Douglas Luiz might use his keeper here. Squares it across the back line.
Cornet in possession there needed to go hell for leather and let him trip him up, but instead he tried to flick it inside. Be a bit too clever there.
Leicester lead at Chelsea. Chelsea going for third spot. Wow.
Here they come down the left.
It's a chance for Ramsey to get a ball in. It's half blocked. Buendia to pick up the next ball. Going to the byline, but he's hooked it behind. It'll be a goal kick. So Jean-Philippe Mateta has got the goal. Everton 0, Palace 1. It'll be a different atmosphere at Goodison Park now.
Certainly will, won't it? Yeah, I mean, they'll have had their huge build-up. They'll align the streets to welcome the coach in.
Surprised it's kicked off.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, it was certainly busy on the pitches that I saw. And certainly the old tricks the last couple of weeks for Everton, setting off the fireworks at 3 in the morning outside the hotel. I wonder if they did the same to welcome Palace.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
I see every time we're doing a goal kick here, we're doing the old let's squash everyone together.
Yeah.
On the left-hand side.
It's just slipped as he took it, but it was a good kick nonetheless. Cornet to try and win it. Heads it on. Burnley could get this wide here. Trying to help it on Barnes. Covered well. And Villa come away with the ball. Foul here. And was that Jack Cork?
It was Jack Cork, yeah, he left his leg in.
No card. Villa certainly crowded the referee there.
Yeah, fair enough on a free kick again. I mean, they're fast. That's what they're showing us. They're skillful.
They're good on the counter, aren't they?
Yeah.
Poor ball this time, though, from free kick. Keep praising them, Andy, and let's see what happens.
You think it'll work?
Well, it worked there, didn't it? It was a poor ball from Dean.
They've got a lovely kit. Is that helpful?
Well, yeah, we like the kit.
Oh,
yeah,
I like the socks, Phil.
Here's Charlie Taylor with the throw. Just inside his own half. Villa 0, Burnley 0. Flick on. Cornet trying to jump. Burnley have won the next ball. Touch here from McNeil. Will it break here for Roberts? Not quite. Dean to get it away. Looking for Watkins with that long ball. They do mix it nicely. Tarkowski to win it. Collins back for Tarkowski. Wide again for Collins.
Good play.
Collins looking long here. There's too much on that, is there? But Barnes might win it. Trying to flick it on for Cornet. Mings with the header away. Might break here for McGinn. McGinn looking to take on Taylor. Taylor was well up there. Long trying to get a challenge in on Buendia. And Buendia just holding on to the ball by the touchline. Outrageous back flick.
Long knew he couldn't let that go. He was so far out of position, he had to make sure that nothing happened.
Here's Buendia again, full of tricks, sent off against Burnley for Norwich a couple of seasons ago. Here's Ramsey, Burnley trying to get back with McNeil. Right, dangerous here, ball into the middle, touch back, shot blocked, still not away. Chukwuemeka trying to get in there. Collins to hack it away. Here's Cash to take it down. Corner to try and block him. Cash has continued the run. He's gone out of play. What is that?
Oh, he's done well. He's done well. He's tackled there in the box, and there's a risk that if you get that wrong, that's going to be a penalty. He's gone down on the floor to tackle him, but then he's knocked it off the player out. So it's our ball.
Rolled out for Roberts. Roberts inside for Cork. Burnley just want to try and get a grip of the game if they can. Not a great ball from Cork. Trying to pick out McNeil right-hand side. Didn't work out. Both clubs got something in common. Andy Lockhead sadly died in March. Massive player for Burnley. The last Burnley player to score 100 league goals. Played for Villa later in his career, including the 1971 League Cup final. Here's Chukwuemeka. Lays it off of Buendia. On here for Ramsey. Dean, Burnley have got to peg Dean back, I think. Dean will look to get a cross in here. Dangerous ball. Headed away by Tarkowski. Might break here for Douglas Luiz. Gets it back in there. Hope will come and collect. I think he heard you.
Yeah.
Came and collected it.
I said it quietly though, but...
Alert.
It's like telepathy with me and Nick Pope.
15 minutes gone.
They've got some fair runners, haven't they? I mean, they always have.
They've got a bit of pace. They've got a bit of pace.
And that's the danger. They're doing all sorts of different balls here to try and unlock us and going with pace coming at us. But we've been solid. I mean, 15 minutes gone, and we're matching them in terms of their assault towards our goal every time, and they're having the major possession.
Mings on for Dean. Luca Dean down this left-hand side. Joined them from Everton. Looked a strange signing at the time. Target moved to Newcastle on loan. Here's Chambers, bit of space for Callum Chambers. Goes on the outside. Cash to get a ball in. It's well blocked, but it'll be a corner. Already 4 corners for Villa to Burnley's 1.
We're doing well now down both sides. I mean, often teams will just put it down one side and you'll say, well, here's the danger, but actually down both sides they're doing well. So both.
They are. Oh, it's a quick corner. Burnley caught out a little here. McGinn looking for the corner.
Great save.
Good save from Pope.
Great save. He was literally reaching to his right there to push that away, and he couldn't afford for that to get anywhere near the goal. Once they get it, they're starting to have shots from distance here as well, and it was an in-swinger. And although we had someone on the post there, I think
they're
it
not
was
guaranteed
Roberts.
To get it, are they?
So good job. Pope came across right-handed and pushed it away to another corner. Here we go.
Corner again here with Dean. Burnley just having to fight the pressure at the minute. Here's Douglas Luiz, gets it in right-footed. Pope's ball.
Yes.
Easy take on this occasion. Did look for Cornet, just rolls it out for Taylor.
Taylor's looking for a long here.
He is, yeah. He's going through the middle for Barnes. Barnes on his chest. Can he lay it off? He can. On for Cork. Cork, good touch. Finds Collins.
Good skill.
Roberts available now, right-hand side. Got Barnes in the middle. Tried to thread it through. He's got another attempt here, Collins. Looking to take it on. He's got license to get forward if he can.
He's well out of position now.
Well
Nathan Collins needs to retreat. And
I think that's the message.
Roberts.
Cork's just covering that, isn't he, at the minute, to be fair. Here's Ramsey, though. Helps it on. McGinn on in turn. Good on the counter. Here's Matty Cash. Just uses McGinn. Douglas Luiz on in turn for Dean. Frenchman back inside for Mings. We've played 70 minutes here. Villa 0, Burnley 0. Bathbourne, Tyrone Mings once more. Uses Ramsey. Ramsey carrying the ball well. Buendia just touches it on. There's McGinn looking for Cash. Cash in a good position in there. Cut out well. Kevin Long did well there. Taylor's under pressure, can't clear his lines. Has got it away. And that is going to be a Villa throw.
Rosette it goes to, and a Villa throw, and the pressure continues. But they've gone backwards towards their own half, so...
Yeah, we've just found it a bit tough to get in their half, haven't we, and affect things in the final third. Burnley have won it here, though. Barnes to touch on for McNeil, just operating left-hand side for the minute, McNeil. He's got Cornet in the middle, looking for Cornet. It's blocked. The ball in was blocked. You see what he was trying to do.
Positive run as well.
He was.
He didn't
poor
pause
ball
wait.
here, and picked up by Roberts. Back inside for Brownhill. He hooks it wide for Taylor. Look casual from Villa. Burnley picked up the ball, and a little quieter at Villa Park.
Yes.
Burnley have got through the first 19 minutes. And dare I say, Tarkowski, touch wood, looks okay. He's gone wide here for Collins. Been working ever so hard, Tarkowski, to get fit. Ball inside for Court. Looking for Barnes. Decent ball if Barnes can get on the end of it here.
Does.
Who's he got with him? Needs a bit of support here. Looks to hook it inside for Brownhill. Brownhill on nicely for Taylor. Get men in the middle here, Burnley, for a Taylor cross if they can.
Yes.
Taylor looking to get the ball. Looks a little deep, but Barnes will win it. Header down. Not behind.
That
Corner.
was good pressure. Yeah, I mean,
good move, Burnley.
It looked deep, but Barnsley was right at the back post there, ready to nod it back in, and that presents a threat to them. And sure enough, we've got possession. We've got a corner out of it. So
excitement in the way end, excitement in the fan zone. Burnley, good move there. Really good cross from Taylor. Barnes peeled away to the back post. I do feel Burnley can be dangerous at set pieces.
Cornet needs to do a better job this time. Get it right where we need it.
Looked a little too deep that last time, didn't it? Let's see what he can do here. One arm aloft, swings it in nearer the keeper. Headed away. Might fall here for McNeil. Oh, it's blocked. It was on target, wasn't it?
Wasn't it just?
Defenders saved that with a block. I think Martinez was beaten.
He was 30 yards out, and we talked about it earlier, saying, is tonight the night he does one of those super specials? And he does. He goes for it left-footed.
It's cash, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe not high enough. He needed to get a bit more whip on that ball, so it went up and came back down to avoid the players in the middle. And it was heading for the top corner. And he claps his hands together as he walks away, as if to say, I was so close. Another corner. Cornet's over the other side now.
He is, yes. So swinging this away from the keeper. Taking all the set pieces at the minute. Cornet swings it in. Is he looking for Josh Brownhill here? Wins the header. Burnley can't get it back in. It's hooked away. Did look like he was looking for Brownhill with all the big men in the middle. Brownhill will leave this for Roberts. But a little spell, isn't it, for Burnley? 20 minutes gone, 0-0.
Some possession, some set pieces. That's what we need to build confidence. And frankly, you know, at this stage of the season, with where we are, having some pot shots from whenever you get the ball is a good idea.
Absolutely. Referee's not happy with something. Is there a bit of pushing and shoving in the middle? Palace are 2 up. Palace are 2 up. Wow, Everton are really struggling now.
Yes.
Wow.
Or as they say, unlucky.
But Burnley have got to do it, haven't they? It's about Burnley, isn't it? What's the problem here? Just a break in play here, isn't there, for some reason?
There's,
Lads taking a drink on board.
He's having a word with Tarkowski.
Yeah. Tarkowski okay?
I suspect the referee's just saying to the Villa players... I
need a breather.
Well, he's saying, you know, winning 3-1 was not good enough. What are you saying for?
All sorts of trouble at the back for Everton, and it looks like they've dropped a real clanger. Palace are 2 up at Goodison Park. Wow, and they go to Arsenal on the last day. Drama. Here's Roberts with a long throw. He picked out Cornet, trying to flick it on.
Didn't get near it.
Got more distance on that, didn't he, that time?
Yeah, it was a great throw.
Cornet just trying to flick it on, didn't get any contact. Now then, here's Luca Dean. Uses Ramsey. Somebody get a message to Steven Gerrard that Everton are 2 down. Here's Cash.
Danny Ings warming up in front of us. I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Heard of him.
He's been great, hasn't he? Fantastic for Burnley in that first promotion season under Sean Dyche.
He won't want to come on and score, though, will he? Shall I give him a little shout? Don't come on if you get the chance.
Don't come on, give it a miss.
Danny, sit down.
Ayu's got the second. Everton 0, Palace 2. They did start quarter of an hour before us. Here's Ramsey. Burnley have got to do their business here. It's 0-0 here. Luca Dean certainly causing Roberts some problems down this left. For Ramsey, back with Buendia. Ramsey once more. This lad's had a fantastic season. Uses Douglas Luiz on for Mings. Burnley are 2 points behind Everton, remember. McGinn thought to try and get the ball over the top there, wasn't he? It's wide again here for Ramsey. Burnley sitting tight, getting men behind the ball in that 5-3-2 formation.
Mike Jackson seems quite happy with it at the moment. He's not animated, arms folded.
No, he's quite relaxed on the... I always thought that with the under-23s. There was no hollering, no shouting. Quite relaxed on the side. Here's Luca Dean. Back again here for Ramsey. Uses Mings. Gone past the halfway point of the first half. It's with Matty Cash. Back again for Chambers. On for Mings. You can hear the Burnley fans on that far side. They'll know the score from Goodison Park. Here's Chukwuemeka looking to drive forward. Just 18, former Northampton player. Threads it through. Nice layoff. Chambers involved in this as well. Plenty up here, Villa. Back with Chukwuemeka again. Just uses Buendia. Back for Douglas Luiz. Again, Buendia. He's looking to advance forward here. Just clips it on for the youngster. Chukwuemeka. He's got Dean wide and Louise is going to use him. The Swedburn have got to be tight on Luca Dean. Uses Ramsey back again for Dean. Burnley sitting tight, defending their box. Ball in for Buendia. Cut out well by Tarkowski.
Needed doing.
Brownhill to win the next headed. Louise wins this. Tarkowski across to win it. Burnley got to try and pick up the loose balls if they can. Corking strong. McNeil's won that but can't find a Burnley shirt. Here's McGinn. Just gets away from Cornet. Helps it on for Cash. Cash in the box now. Trying to tease Burnley. It's gone over. That's a goal kick. Relief for Burnley.
Cracking shot by Cash as well. I mean, it was on fire off his right foot there. If he'd have got it on target, that's going straight past every single player, but he sliced
Too much
it.
on it,
so
he?
yeah, he was 2 or 3 feet over the bar in the end, but he had enough power on it that would definitely have cut through. Time for a drink, Phil. What have you got in there? Tell us the secret of your magic. Is it gin?
Just proper water.
Is it a pina colada?
No, driving back.
The Copacabana. No?
No. What tune was that?
You look a bit like Barry Manilow, that's what I'm thinking.
Do not be saying that.
Very attractive man in his time.
Do you think?
He writes the songs.
He does. Well, he did. Well, he does, yeah. He does.
One for the kids there.
Kick forward from Pope. Barnes to win it. Burnley have got to be careful here.
Oh, here we go.
Long ball, looking for Watkins. Collins just dealt with it. Done well there, Collins, hasn't he?
And gets it away to Roberts as well. Yeah.
Done well there. That's the danger over the top, I think. Mings to win this. Just lets it bounce back towards his keeper. Villa 0, Burnley 0. 19 minutes of the half remain.
Well, our management trio are now out having a bit of a chat at the 26-minute point. I don't think you change anything at this point.
Looks like Tarky's okay. I mean, that's, we've got this sense that it might have been a bit of a gamble. Can he get through the 90? That'll be interesting. Here's Mings. On for Dean. Back again for Mings.
I wonder what the best way is to create opportunities for Maxwell, because he's not had the best of touches or the best of opportunities.
You've got to
here.
try and catch him on the counter, haven't you? But it's a mistake by Pickford for the second by the look of it. That's allowed to... It was a harsh shot and the Ayus finished it off. Here's Buendia. Ball back inside. McGinn, nice turn. Comes away from 2. On for Buendia. Brownhill tries to have a snaffle. Helped on here for Cash. Men in the middle. It's a good block from Kevin Long. Excellent. Really good from Kevin Long. Knew Burnley were in danger. Went across and covered.
Well, you think about that back three and how well they're playing. They're all superb at the moment.
Here's Buendia, dangerous character running into the box. Helps it on for Cash. Taylor gets across. Who's that come off? It's a corner. Already 6th corner for Villa.
Taylor can't believe it. He's saying it's not a corner, but it definitely is. But yeah, the back three have all taken part here and made contributions that are absolutely solid. So long may that continue.
The worry will be that Burnley are struggling to retain the ball.
Yep.
Here's Luca Dean then. Former Everton player. He'll swing this in left-footed. Ramsey's on the keeper. Plenty of movement in there. Mings will be a danger. Tarkowski trying to pick him up. Dean, very deliberate, goes short. They tend to do that a lot. Dean's onside. He's okay. Right foot cross, blocked by Brownhill. Burnley thought there was an offside. I don't think it was. I think he was okay. Already 7 corners.
We go again. All of us back. Nobody up front. No chance of a breakaway.
McGinn's there for the short one, isn't he?
Yeah,
Aaron Lennon just warming up in front of us. Luca Dean with it. He'll swing it in. Left-footed. Burnley have got to defend this well. This will go in the middle this time, I think. Swung in. Well, won by Buendia, but still rising. No worries for Burnley. Ironic cheers from the Burnley end.
Yeah, he was coming in with his back to the goal and had a twist round to try and get a header on it, and it went absolutely nowhere near.
Referee having a quick word with Ollie Watkins.
What's he saying?
Not sure. Passing time of day, I think.
You think he was?
And Watkins has collected the ball for Nick Pope.
You think
There's Danny Ings.
What's the score at Goodison, he was saying? And he was going, it's 2-0, I think, to the Palace.
Should have been a goal kick, I think, I think Burnley were adamant that was a goal kick. Dare I say it, justice done. Kick from Pope. Barnes comes to meet it, wins the header, flicks it on for McNeil. McNeil looking for Cornet. Burnley trying to get Cornet behind. Acrobatic stuff from Louise. Buendia did well to collect that. Spins away from one. He's fouled by Kevin Long. Yep. Do feel he's looking for it every time, but there was an infringement.
He definitely held him, and he had to hold him, otherwise they're going to break away at speed. So I think he did the right thing there.
Yeah, he's held him. Yeah, a little bit surprised that's not a booking, perhaps. So Mateta and Ayew have given Palace a 2-0 lead at Goodison Park. Ayew maybe a little bit fortunate to be on the pitch, we understand. Here's Ramsey looking to take on McNeil. Ball forwards, got clipped off somebody. Touch on here, shot. Oh, what a save from Nick Pope. McGinn with the effort, left-footed. I think the Scot thinks he scored. Yeah. It fell to him somewhat fortunately, but that is a top save.
Yeah, I mean, that is England's #1. Absolutely brilliant, and he's been in this game for us a couple of times. He literally, with his left foot, pivots and swipes at it, and that is heading goalwards unless you've got a stretch on you, and he does, and it was up to the left and away. Fantastic and over save, the top of the crossbar. Fantastic.
I think the ball's burst.
Yeah, I mean, that was going in.
It was, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, he's hit it so well, McGinn, that is a top save. They're having a
lot of chances, and in comparison, we are not. So certainly, if we keep it at 0-0 in the second half, we do have to have a think about how we're going to get a goal.
Dean with the set piece, swings it in. Pope's coming. What a keeper he is.
He nails away, Cornet's away, look at him go.
Yeah, Roberts collects it. What's he got ahead of him? He is looking for McNeil. Oh, Louise holding him down.
Yes.
Oh, it's trouble for Louise here, surely. It's gone the other way.
The other way.
Wow.
Barnsley can't believe it, he's saying to the ref.
Well, I'm convinced the former Man City player committed the first foul there.
I think he did.
I'm going to tell you, Paul Tierney was a long way away, but the linesman, I think, is giving it in the Brazilian's favour. Wow. Burnley just thought McNeil was getting away there. Maybe a lucky lad, Louise. We haven't seen a replay of it yet. He touched on for Buendia, heavily involved Buendia. You wonder if Buendia perhaps plays 60 minutes, Coutinho comes on for him. Don't tend to play the two of them together. Here's Chambers. They've played 32 minutes here. Goalless at Villa Park. Certainly Villa had the better of the chances. Here's Buendia again, producing some magic. On for Ramsey. Luca Dean's gone ahead of him, would have been offside. Good block from Collins. Yet another corner. Already 9.
Weghorst warming up now as well.
Now then, taken quickly, ball into the middle. Burnley haven't got it away. Well over from Chambers. Dare I say it fell to the right man there.
Yeah. Another one where he had to pivot around and try and get over the ball, but didn't at all. Under it, and over the ball went.
Convinced McNeil was fouled first there by Louise.
Yeah, he was.
And I think, if he'd given it that way...
It then became a 50-50 after that.
Was McNeil getting away? You wonder.
Yeah. He's creating enough little sparks that you go, he might get one of these tonight. I think he's...
Yeah, yes. Really unlucky with the drive from the corner that was blocked by Cash. Just bodies in the way stopped him. Caught to try and help on. Didn't look handball by McGinn. Yep. Burnley got a decision. And I think it might be their first of the game. How Paul Tierney thought McNeil wasn't impeded, I'll never know.
The fans are loving that.
But it's given us handball against McGinn. Buendia's nowhere near 10 yards. He'll have to go back. This is an opportunity for Burnley. They'll stack up the back post. I think Chambers has said, well, look, hang on, I'm struggling here. I've got Tarkowski and Collins. What are we doing here? And it's Buendia that's dropped back. Well, any day of the week, you'd want Buendia marking Tarkowski from a set piece, wouldn't you? Swung in, looking for Tarkowski. He's got away from him. Wins the header. Back into the mix. Can Burnley win the next ball? Brownhill trying to win it. Here's McNeil.
Oh, he's done him there. Come on, free kick.
Chuck Mika fouls his man. McNeil might have trod on the ball, Andy. I'm not sure. Shake of the head from the youngster.
No, terrible foul. You're wrong.
Just catch him, perhaps. He's certainly got his arms around him.
He does his ankle.
Yeah.
This is a big chance.
Yes, it's what, 30 plus yards away. Taylor's over it. Who else is there? Just adjusting socks.
Well, there's only Roberts back, so we're going for it here.
Yeah, looks like an opportunity for Burnley. McNeil with Taylor. Taylor gone on the overlap. McNeil will dink it in. Has done. Decent ball in there. Headed away. Still in there. Keeper comes. Has a parry at it. Really got away with that, Martinez. He's got the foul. Of course he's got the foul.
How was he fouled?
Of course he's got the foul. Looked very soft, didn't it?
Did.
Here's Luca Dean. Caught by McNeil. Yeah, free kick given. Ironic cheers this time from the Villa fans. I'm not sure Burnley have had the rub of the green with decisions.
No, not quite.
Here's Mings.
Here they go again from the back.
To use Ramsey. 10 minutes to half time. Oh, good touch on Chukwuemeka. Watkins lays it off. McGinn immediately looking for Cash. The fullback's well up here. Ball into the middle. Watkins header well over. Their record here this season: 6 wins, 4 draws, 8 defeats. There hasn't been a goalless draw. They've beaten Newcastle, Brighton, Leicester, Southampton here. Norwich. You'd expect them to beat Norwich, perhaps, wouldn't you?
I expected us to beat Norwich.
But Watford won here. Watford won here when Gerrard was here. So there are sort of just inklings that Burnley could get a result here. Big boot forward from Pope, taken down by Barnes, but he can't get to the next ball, and he's pulled Ramsey down. Burnley going to have to be careful. Chelsea have equalised. Alonso's got the equaliser. Here's Dean. Dangerous, isn't he? On the outside, helps it on. Watkins away from the front line for the minute. Touch for Chukwuemeka. Burnley have won it, and Browning will chase this. What's he got with him? Heavy touch, helps it on. It's certainly come off Douglas Luiz.
It's gone against it.
Wow. Burnley were adamant it got a touch off Douglas Luiz. Maybe Burnley just not getting the rub of it. We said that on Sunday. We can't keep saying that week in, week out, can we? Nope. Here's Chambers. Finds Douglas Luiz.
Time to create our own look tonight and on Sunday.
Mings, ball over the top again, looking for Watkins. Collins to win it. Can Burnley win the next ball? No, Chukwuemeka's there. Collins to win it this time, and impeded. That's a free kick. More ironic cheers from the Burnley end.
There isn't there? Oh, here we go.
Ball forward for Cornet to chase. Can he get his foot on it here? Ball back inside. Hasn't found Barnes. He'll keep it in play. Burnley just on the counter. Here's Taylor. Inside for Brownhill. Have to be quick here. Brownhill helps it on wide for Roberts. Better from Burnley. McNeil back for Roberts. Collins available. Can he pick out a ball here? Cork had moved into good space. Uses Cork. Layoff. Finds Roberts. Roberts ball inside. McNeil onto it, but can't collect it in his stride. It's a good challenge from Jacob Ramsey, who's been superb in this half so far. Here's McGinn. Again, Cash running off him. Fuller are so lively on the counter. Here's McGinn again.
Good chance, that.
Really good save from Nick Pope to deny John McGinn. That's the highlight of the half, really. Here's Luiz for Chambers. Played centre midfield at Turf Moor 12 days ago. So far only Liverpool and Man City have done the double over Burnley. Here's Ramsey, finds Watkins. Watkins turns away from long. Heavy touch though. That's well won here by Chambers against Cornet. McGinn in a bit of space. McGinn looking to get a cross in. Roberts wins the header. It's a good firm header as well. Luiz with the touch. It's a little aimless, but McGinn will keep it in play. Scott's done well with it. Scored in that playoff final that took them off. Buendia's offside. Burnley fans happy. There's an inflatable banana in there. They're all enjoying it, I think.
It's the yellow. It's the yellow jacket.
It is, yeah. They know the theme.
Yeah. They've got it. In fact, I can see someone else with yellow on and someone else. It's starting to spread. I want next season's away kit to be yellow in tribute as long as we stay up. I think that's the key.
Mustard yellow.
Don't be starting to argue about Pantone
colours.
Don't
be bitter
at this point.
Yeah. Pope with the free kick. 6 minutes to half-time. Aston Villa 0, Burnley 0. Kick from Pope. Cornet will have to jump this time. Chambers wins it. Brownhill to stab it wide for Taylor. Taylor able to come forward now, drive forward. He's caught here.
Yep,
that's Buendia. Poor challenge from the Argentinian. And he's protesting his innocence to no avail. Paul Tierney's not having any of it. Dangerous spot. See a replay now.
It's a good marauding run down the left by...
Doesn't get the ball, does he?
Well, he shoulder barges him off it, basically.
Big week for Burnley, 140th anniversary. It would be.
And you were there right at the start, Phil, weren't you?
Right from the start, yeah.
What a day.
Here's Cornet with the delivery. Tarkowski's back post. Again, Buendia on him. I can't understand that. Can Burnley take the advantage there? Swung him right-footed this time. Headed on by a Villa player. Keeper coming. Doesn't get there. Oh, he's got lucky again. He's appealing he was fouled. I'm not so sure. Burnley players stayed down and the referee's going to have to stop it. Keeper doesn't like it when he's under pressure, does he?
No, he doesn't. It's Kevin Long that got a dig in
back. So he's back, I think.
Back. Yeah, he's up, but he's having a bit of a limp. You got to walk that one off. But no, you're right. I mean, that could have literally gone anywhere, and we need more of that. We need more high balls in the box that freak him out a bit. He was literally clamouring, and then he put his hands all over Kevin's face.
That's a right old grasp of Kevin Long there, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
I mean, is that a foul? Is that a foul?
Yeah,
Ooh.
it definitely is.
Is that a penalty? Wow.
He grabs his head and pulls his head back.
But fortunate there, Martinez, isn't he?
Yeah.
I can assume the officials haven't seen it.
The ball's going in the opposite direction, so I guess you can't really say it's a
drop the ball here.
Opportunity. But
Chukwuemeka just knocks it wide for Pope to go and collect.
Maybe he was confused and thought Kevin Long was the ball because it looked like he was trying to manhandle him.
Yeah, there's no foul on him. Barnes to jump here with Mings. Breaks. Douglas Luiz to get it away. Watkins is offside. Don't think Tarkowski could let it bounce and just wait for the flag. Kevin Long just feeling he's back, I think.
Yeah.
Remember, he's on the left-hand side of the three. Tarkowski behind him and Collins. There's Roberts with the throw, looking long. Burnley trying to flick it on. Next one, Douglas Luiz. Burnley to win it, though, through Cork, and that'll be a Burnley throw this time.
All right, long throw time. Everyone in the box, surely. Come on. Roberts is lining up for it, taking those steps back.
He is, yeah. It's going to be a long one, isn't it?
Get in there.
Looking this time for Cornet. Header away.
That'll do.
That's a throw, I think.
Yeah.
Right by the corner flag. Just over 3 minutes of the half remain. Cries have come on Burnley. A goal would make the world of difference, wouldn't it? Roberts with it. Just taking his time with it. Tarkowski's not gone up. It's Roberts with the throw. Is he looking for Barnes in there? Mings wins it. Just too strong in the air, I think. Clearance is good. Looking for Watkins. They were worried about Watkins, weren't they? And that's why Tarkowski, I don't think, went up. Collins caught here by Chukwuemeka.
Another free kick to us.
Starting to get the free kicks.
But we need to do something with it.
Is he?
The trouble is, every time we get it in these positions, we're floating it in and we're losing it immediately because of players like Mings at the back for Villa, making it very difficult. So we need to make sure it doesn't go to his head first.
Must have started late at Goodison Park, because I had it in my head it was 7:45 start.
It was.
Here's McNeil with the delivery. He's going to replace the ball. There's a lot going on the edge of the deep. McNeil to deliver now. He swung it in, got it a little deep. Burnley can't win the header. 1 or 2 appeals for a push. Cornet gone down. Penalty Burnley. Cornet's been fouled. And Burnley've got a penalty here. Wow, who will take this? Let's just see who takes this. Cornet's caught.
He's banging the floor and he's up now, Cornet, but it will be interesting. Who takes it? Barnsley? It's got to be Barnsley, hasn't it, that takes this?
Yeah, he's collected it.
Cornet's
foul there in the box. Cornet is Buendia, isn't it?
Yeah, he does well, Cornet. He gets the ball on his left foot and just slightly moves it in to make sure that
it's clever, wasn't it?
That he has to make the challenge.
So Ashley Barnes against Martinez. Now then, the referee's insisting the keeper goes back. Ashley Barnes against Martinez. Wow, big opportunity for Burnley.
Come on, Ashley.
England against Argentina. Barnes against Martinez. Come on, Ashley Barnes. Big opportunity this for Burnley. The referee's just trying to stop encroachment. Come on, Barnesy. Barnes against Martinez. He's taking his time. Barnes against Martinez. Yes! Scores! Burnley lead. It's a big goal for the Clarets. Yes! Ashley Barnes, first goal for 15 months. Sent the keeper the wrong way. Nice and calm, tucked it away. Burnley've got a big lead here at Villa Park. Aston Villa 0, Burnley 1.
You couldn't ask for a more solid player to take that penalty. I wanted no one else on that ball. Absolutely spectacular. Brilliant penalty. He was calm, he was cool. He's doing the old owl fingers at Cornet. Cornet's laughing away with him now after that. They're in the corner celebrating, and the Burnley fans are going mad. But there's a flare on the pitch now.
How do fans get flares?
It's become the thing of late, hasn't it? It seems to be every single game there's a flare on the pitch. Yeah, very odd that they're getting through security. But
great scenes with the fans on. Great scenes in the away end. What a story. Ashley Barnes off the mark for the season. 1 additional minute here. And just look at his face. That means so much to him and so much to the team. Buendia gave it away. And Burnley lead as we go into time added on at the end of the first half. All that penalty controversy at Tottenham Hotspur. Well, Burnley have got a penalty themselves. First they've converted this season. Maybe just 20 seconds or so of the half remain. But here's Cash driving forward. It's against Cash, and that'll be a goal kick. Nick Pope won't rush this.
Well, certainly no controversy with our penalty. I mean, it was definitely
a clear one, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Cornet did well because he could have gone forward, he could have gone to the line, but it was just quite clever play just to literally pull it back slightly and wait for the player to hit you. A really obvious one, stupid mistake by Villa, you would have to say, but we've capitalised on that, and the 1,500 Burnley fans are going potty and loving it.
Here's Pope with a kick. Paul Tierney told him to get on with it. Might be the last action of the half. We've certainly gone past the minute. And he will blow for half-time. And Burnley have got a valuable lead at half-time, courtesy of that penalty from Ashley Barnes. His first goal in the Premier League since February 21, when he scored at home against Fulham. And it's a big goal, as cool as you like. He took it so well. But what a save it was from Nick Pope just past the half-hour mark to deny John McGinn. So far, so good. How cool was Ashley Barnes?
Yes, he was incredibly cool, and yeah, if anybody else had picked that ball up, I'd have had a wobble, but I thought he's solid, he's calm, he's going to just belt this in the back of the goal. I had supreme confidence in him, and that is what you need at this time of the season, and that's exactly why Ashley Barnes is playing, because he's back to his best, and he's, you know, if he gets a chance in the second half, hopefully he'll do it again. What's interesting is that we've not looked like scoring from open play, but that was probably the tactic for the first half, and maybe even for 70-80 minutes.
Yeah, but it's a clear penalty, isn't it?
It's a clear penalty, and this is how we're going to survive in the Premier League. We need to take the opportunities when we can, and that's what we've done there from set pieces or a penalty.
A word on Barnes, because it was here, 2015, he picked up that ACL injury in a collision with Fabian Delph. Last game of that season, 14-15. So some bad memories of the ground for him, and some good memories here.
Well, they'll be wiped away if we can get 3 points out of tonight. They'll certainly be wiped away. But what was interesting at half-time is the minute the whistle went, literally half the Burnley team were down that tunnel within seconds. It was like a really positive.
Yes,
it wasn't half-time 1-0. Well done, lads. There was no congratulatory pat on the back nonsense. They literally got down that tunnel ready to reset for the second half, because of course it's only when the final whistle goes we've won anything, and that absolute concentration is vital.
Yeah, that's right.
And they're showing it. These players are showing it at this moment in time. Game plan is working. They're back in for the instructions. How are we going to change it in the second half? You know, and what we really need to happen in the second half, Cornet needs to get more touches. It really only the penalty is where he's got us something, and so he needs more on the ball. Do you keep him on, or do you bring Lennon on? You know, I'd start to wonder about that, but you'd probably give him another 10 minutes, I would say. but he needs to be a bit more effective for us to, in open play, get something out of that. Or, you know, again, maybe that's the plan. 70, 80 minutes, you then make the change.
Tarkowski's worked, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, so far, yeah, he doesn't look like he's affected by any injury at all.
Do you feel he's maybe not as mobile as he would be normally?
No,
Is that why he's playing behind the defence?
I think he looked all right. I think the three of them have all contributed in that first half to a very solid defensive display. They've all had important work to do, and they've done it.
What's the news at Goodison Park?
Well, it's 2-0 at half-time.
I assume they kicked off late. I'm a little bit confused what happened there, because they didn't seem to finish too much in front of us.
No, they did. You were getting giddy and carried away with this football game here, and I mentioned at one point it was half-time.
Did you?
I did.
And was I totally ignoring you?
Yeah, you ignored me, yeah.
Sorry, I apologise.
You know, like when I ring you up and I say, "Hi Phil, how are you?" and you just don't say anything, you go, "Sorry, Andy, I'm busy. What do you want?" You know, it was like one of those moments, and I felt a bit hurt.
I tell you one thing, I know you spoke to Ashley Westwood the other week.
Yeah.
Have we mentioned that?
No, you have now.
Yeah. And Matty Vidra's been coming in on crutches.
Yeah, well, it's
Westwood's been in.
Westwood's been in as well.
That's some story, isn't it?
It is. What's interesting, because I said to Ashley, you know, what happens now? You've got 6 months off. What are you going to do, basically? Thinking they do what a lot of players do, which is spend his time with his feet up and watch the telly a bit. And actually, he said, no, they've got me involved straight away. Ben's been on the phone asking my advice. I've been going in. So, you know, the full commitment of the squad. And I said to him, I said, with all due respect, Ashley, you know, the position that we're in, none of you are going to Barcelona as your next move. And I say that with all due respect, but it is that collective that is the difference in our dressing room. And isn't that what will get us over the line? And he said, yeah, it is absolutely that. We are to a man committed to making this work. And that's why players like him and Vids are in there every day at the moment and showing their face. And, you know, you can't just slip away at this point.
Special spirit for doing that, aren't they?
It is. Well, it's that hunger that has meant we've survived to this point. It's not because, you know, we've got a superstar. We've not got a Salah. We've not, frankly, like a Coutinho. You know, we haven't really got that level of player. But what we've got is
Maxwell
hunger.
Cornet's not going to be happy.
Well, he was. You know, when he came in the first 3 games, I thought that actually we've got ourselves.
Man, he's won a penalty here, hasn't he?
He has won a penalty, but he looked spectacular in the first 3 games.
When somebody says, with due respect... He won't be speaking to you again.
Well, I thought I'd say that. Do you know what I mean? Rather than saying you're not going to Barcelona, I thought that was a bit harsh.
So elsewhere, Everton 0, Palace 2, Mateta and Ayew with the goals. Burnley lead here 1-0. That late Barnes penalty. Chelsea 1, Leicester 1 as things stand. Burnley are 16th. But a long, long way to go. So a point above Everton, 2 points above Leeds.
There's a lot of TV and radio coverage tonight, but on TV I see Dion Dublin is being interviewed.
Yes.
I wonder if he's talking about the Villa or Homes Under the Hammer. I mean, what would you imagine he's talking about now? Redoing it from auction for £10,000 or the potential of the second half?
Well, probably. Yeah. Not too long ago, he was in Burnley and he popped into Turf Moor whilst he was filming for Homes Under the Hammer.
Is he one of your best mates?
No.
Are you name dropping back at me?
No, I can't do that. But he's a top guy. He's a top guy. Better known now for Homes Under the Hammer than...
I think he's good at that a lot.
Football.
I quite like him.
He is good.
Everyone likes that show.
I'm not quite sure what's happening in front of the away end there.
Well, it was when we scored, all the stewards came out to presumably stop any giddy excitement.
Right.
And in fact, there are stewards now right across both sides.
Seem to be applauding somebody on the pitch. I don't know. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, there's a display on the screen.
Villa fans who've passed away by the sound of it, I suspect.
Apologies, I can see what we're doing now.
But yeah, there are stewards up both stands, both sides. I don't know why. Maybe they're stretching the legs, but...
Yeah, they're a bit worried about... I think they're here, aren't they, for the
end.
lap of honour at the end. They've come out early, I think, because of that flare, probably. I mean, how cool was Barnes? We said there, hasn't scored since February of last year in the Premier League. Is that 15 months? Have I got that right? Do tell me I have. 15 months. I mean, to step up and might be one of the most important penalties in Burnley's
history. It certainly might
be.
Well, we'll see on Sunday, won't we? I mean, his face was straight. You know, he was absolutely in the zone. As I said, with the players going off at our time that were also in the zone, he wasn't going to let that moment miss. You know, his face basically said, "You are not standing in my way." I mean, that was absolutely brilliant. He struck it well. He struck it hard.
Very well.
It was a classic Barnesy
penalty
moment. It really was.
Yeah.
And I'm delighted for him.
And on the pictures on the screen, Andy Lockhead is in there.
Yeah.
As is Gerald Houllier. So some recognisable characters. Tommy Docherty.
Ron Saunders there as well.
So some famous people there, and I remember him on the last day of the season. Newcastle on Sunday.
It's not going to be easy, is it?
No,
it's
it isn't.
Not going to be easy. And
even if things stay as they are, it doesn't mean Burnley are safe.
Doesn't. And everyone's, you know, in the last week or so been saying to me, "Oh, well, that's all right because you've got Newcastle and they're on the beach." They don't appear to be near any beach.
No.
They're winning. They're enjoying winning. I think a lot of them know they're on a short contract, even if they're officially on a long contract, because the reality of the money that's come into that club means
somebody might come in and go out.
Yeah. I mean, the summer, you know, there's going to be a revolution there without a shadow of a doubt. They are going to be looking for big name players in each and every stage. They've got a plan now, and that means that half the playing squad must be looking over the shoulder going, how long does this last? And that means you've got to play your best to get your next club or to get a contract out of the Moneybags Newcastle. You know, either way, you've got to play really well. But they seem to be loving it as well. You know, what you see in the press, they're enjoying themselves.
Yeah, Eddie Howe's done well there. He's done really well. He's come back well himself, hasn't he, from the relegation at Bournemouth.
You know, he's in the same position. He really is for me. You know, he must be going up there and thinking that every game might be the last. You know, I've got a contract, but frankly, do they want Eddie Howe in charge with the sort of money they've got in 3 years' time, in 2 years' time, in 1 year?
Because there's talk of Mourinho coming in the summer.
Already the names, you know, it's no coincidence.
Is that really harsh on Eddie Howe, though, isn't it? If they were to bring Mourinho, you're thinking that's the next stage of the development.
Yeah, I mean, he's a realist. He's gone there and said, how much, for how long, and how much are you going to pay me when you get rid of me? Surely he's had that conversation with the wife.
He's not doing his career any harm.
No, if he gets all the resources to do a good job with Newcastle, he looks great. Everyone goes, that's a shame. He was a decent fella, and here comes a new superstar. Who loses out there? No one does.
Dele Alli's come on for Everton at half-time. Wow.
Dele Alli's come on.
He has, yeah.
Words that you have not heard for a long time.
For a while. I mean, looking at the penalty again, it's a fantastic spot kick, isn't it? I'll just give you a replay of the penalty again. There's no mistaking that. Can't get the machine to work. This is not good radio, is it, by the way? Anyway.
Well, it's on YouTube as well, Phil, so they're watching you rewind the video. This is you, like, sitting in your Burnley pyjamas in bed at night. When you put your thing on Twitter, at the end of the day, good night, Twitter.
Yeah.
That's the clip you're going to put on today if we win 1-0, isn't it? I see it.
Are you saying I'm predictable?
Yeah, I love it. I love your end of the day Twitter, but I see you in your Burnley pyjamas sitting there just watching Ashley's goal again and again and again, and Mrs. Bird going,
long way to go.
Philip, go to sleep, you'll be tired tomorrow. And you're going, 1 more minute, just 1 more minute. Suddenly it's midnight. I don't know, there's
long way to go. Long way to go. His last 3 penalties for Burnley have all been in away wins.
Yeah.
Burnley.
Yes. Well,
if you're looking for omens, there you have it. Chris Owellimo's here today.
He is, yeah. And Danny Ings has just come on to warm up as well.
I see. Is there an indication there he's coming on? No, I don't think so. Not necessarily.
Now, I'll tell you what's happened here that we've missed out on. Chris Owellimo has got himself some sort of lemon meringue pie.
Yeah.
Now, that's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's my lemon
meringue
pie?
Big lad, isn't he? Big lad. You won't be many headers with him.
No. I wouldn't fight him for it, actually.
No, you wouldn't.
He can have that.
No, top bloke.
Whereas Glenn Little, who's here tonight, he had 4 helpings of the curry.
Yeah.
And I might fight him for it, but he's a wiry old devil, isn't he?
He gets away, doesn't he? He gets away from you.
Do you know what he said while he was having his curry earlier on? A bit of behind-the-scenes gossip. Glenn Little's talking about the era that he played for the Clarets, and he said, do you know, you think about it, he said Burnley had some great players, and he paused for a second and looked at me and he went, you know, like me.
Like, yeah.
And that was the end of the conversation.
Like me.
I couldn't argue with him.
Like me, yeah. Well,
he then listed all the great games he played.
He was great for us, wasn't he?
He was.
Came in that playoff semi-final against Reading, didn't he? When we won 2-0 at Reading.
He was a fabulous.
Just remind me, and I'll remind him about that at some stage.
He doesn't need reminding. It's all on the end of his tongue, ready to tell you about it. I mean, he was fantastic the way he used to run down the wing. He was talking about the difference between him and Wouthorst, and he was saying, you know, he doesn't seem to be getting the headers, and he said, and I couldn't get the headers either. He said, in fact, what I used to try and do was just look like I was going for a header and flail my arms about a bit. He said, and hoped that the player behind me was fooled by the fact my body was coming towards him. Good tactic.
He wanted to take the free kicks, I think that was the key, wasn't it? Now then, second half. You'd want to see Burnley keep the ball a little bit better.
Well, I don't know. I mean, are we going to do that against the skill that they've got and the speed that they've got? You know, it's going to be very difficult. There's no question that Gerrard's going to send them out saying, actually, you had most of the possession, you were nearly there, you keep going like you're doing, and we're unlucky to be 1-0 down here. So he's going to send them out in a similar vein. I can't see us getting the possession.
Their press seemed to think they were disappointing, actually.
Yeah.
You know, and I can sort of understand why. They've not created a great deal. The McGinn one fell for him somewhat fortunately. It's a great save from Pope. It fell to him fortunately.
I mean, they've had the shooting boots on, but they just haven't been as lucky as they have been in that match a couple of weeks ago.
When everything sort of fell for them, didn't it?
Yeah.
For the final time this season, let's get behind the boys in claret and blue.
Villa will want a reaction. Buendia gave the penalty away on Cornet. Great bit of skill from Maxwell Cornet. Barnes took the penalty away with aplomb. Tarkowski leads them out. Burnley leading here by a goal to nil. Burnley look like this. Pope in goal. Back three of Collins, Tarkowski, Long in that order. Midfield five of Roberts, McNeil, Court, Brownhill, Taylor, Cornet and the scorer, Barnes up top. And there's Mike Jackson, a real determined Mike Jackson. As you were for Villa. Martinez in goal, Cash, Chambers, Mings, Dean at the back. Midfield, McGinn, Louise, Ramsey, Chukwuemeka, Watkins, Buendia up front. Massive half this for Burnley. Be under no illusions. This is massive for Burnley.
They're all behind us on the live chat on YouTube watching right now. There's a lot of Up the Clarets, a lot of Come On Burnley, and of course it's all to play for. 45 minutes to get us 3 points in the bank and look forward to Sunday here. Here we go.
It's 2-1 at Goodison. We're underway in the second half. Michael Keane has got a goal back. Everton 1, Palace 2. Burnley leading here by a goal to nil. Collins in possession, looking to spread it here for Charlie Taylor. Not seen too much of Charlie Taylor bombing on. Here's Cornet. Touches that back to Kevin Long, left-hand side of that three. That caught everybody out a little bit today. Back with Pope. Pope with a good boot forward, looking for the scorer, Barnes. Chambers trying to get close to him. Cornet can't win it, but Brownhill will. Here's Cork. Taylor wanted it left. Cork went right with Connor Roberts. Roberts back inside for McNeil, on for Collins. Collins ball forward, picks out Cornet, able to turn, face the Villa defence. Hooks it inside nicely for Brownhill. It's gone wide again for Cornet. Cornet to touch it back, can't find his man. Villa nick it, and they should clear the lines here with Frenchman Luca Dean. Ramsey still boxed in. Burnley applying good pressure. Ramsey right by his own corner flag, uses Mings to get it away. Collins wins the next header. Will break here though for Douglas Luiz. He's found Watkins. Watkins gets away from Long. Long getting back at him and won it. Did really well there, Kevin Long.
Did.
Had lost out, hadn't he, to Watkins, but made sure he won it back.
Well, it was a looping header over his head, but yeah, he does really well.
Looking for Cornet here. Couldn't win the header against Chambers.
He's held there each time. He's got arms all over his shoulders.
Yeah.
But he's got to make more of that if that's the case. He's got to show the ref that he's being held.
Here's Dean, left-hand side. leaves it. Touched inside for Ramsey. Important, I think, first 10-15 minutes of this second half. Buendia looking to make amends for giving that penalty away. Picks out Cash. Cash against Taylor. He's going to go on the outside here, Cash. Good block from Taylor. Did really well. Could be a throw only. Down this right-hand side with Callum Chambers. Chambers to use his man.
Same sort of setup as the first half, isn't it? It is. Solid. Right. Everyone behind the ball.
Back with Douglas Luiz, former Man City player. Goes wide here for McGinn. It was his shot that produced that great save from Pope. He's got a bit of space here. Burnley have got to watch that. Chance, Buendia scored. Got away. Crossing on the volley for the Argentinian. He's made amends for giving the penalty away. And inside 3 minutes, Villa are level. Villa 1, Burnley 1. Buendia with the volley.
Yeah, well, we saw in the first half that sort of possession that they have can result in lots of shots on goal, and this time we've led them through, and they are fast. And
Burnley will be disappointed how the cross got in, I think. McGinn got a bit of space, just got away from Cornet. Just got a cross in left-footed. Buendia ghosted into the middle, and on the volley past Pope, there was nothing Nick Pope could do about it. It's here. McGinn just comes inside onto his left foot. It's too easy for him, I think. And great ball in McGinn on the volley. Buendia scored at Turf Moor. He scored at Villa Park. We're all square here. Just ghosted in, didn't he? Wasn't picked up.
He wasn't picked up. That's the problem. Which is not like us at all. Jackson's clapping his hands together saying, come on, forget it, move on, let's get another one.
Yeah, gone above us, Everton, as things stand. Touch back for Collins. Burnley have got to regroup here. Done so well in the first half, but conceded early in the second to make it 1-1. Here's Kevin Long, looking to get it forward. Can he pick out Cornet? Cornet's got to get to that ball. Luiz back for Chambers. Back in turn for Martinez. Lifted the crowd as well, hasn't it? Which was Burnley didn't want. We talked about that 10-15 minutes, and it's given Villa a real lift at the right time. Here's Ramsey. Burnley got to trust the formation. Stick tight here. It's with Chambers. 1-1 it is. Chambers for Watkins. Wide for Cash. Back again for Chambers. Touched on for McGinn. He's such a good player on that left foot. Burnley win it though through McNeil. Here's Barnes. Touch back for Brownhill. Rides the challenge. I thought he was fouled. Referee not interested. It's back again for Brownhill. Uses Kevin Long. Long might have to use his keeper here. Does touch it back for Pope. Pope will go long, I think. Watkins applying pressure. Hooks it wide. Finds Roberts. Good from Burnley. Good possession stuff. Roberts back inside here for Tarkowski. Uses Collins. Collins back to his keeper. Does Tarkowski block his man off there? It's Buendia, isn't it? He's involved a lot.
It was quite a call for that. Tarkowski was laughing immediately. And he's still on the floor. Bizarrely, Tarkowski's saying he's having a laugh. Will you go and have a word with him, ref? I mean, he literally is chuckling away at the state of him, rolling around on the floor.
Not having it, is he?
No. And they're just showing the replay now. He literally runs into Tarkowski.
There is contact, isn't there? But it's not great contact. There's not a lot there.
No, James just stood there. Oh, he's up now.
Doesn't need treatment, does he?
No.
Drop ball for Nick Pope. It's Buendia's fourth of the season. Two of them have come against Burnley. Pope with the kick. Looking for Barnes. Header won by Dean. Right back in it, Villa. Of course they are. Burnley battling away to try and win it. Foul given away, I think, by Brownhill. Free kick Villa.
Danny Ings warming up.
Yeah, looks quite vigorous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Actually entering the field of play to sort of do it. Here's Watkins trying to show his pace. Got a hat-trick, and that's 7-2 win here against Liverpool. Here's Chambers. 1-1 it is here. Barnes from the spot for Burnley. Buendia with the equaliser for Villa. Burnley will be disappointed they didn't keep hold of the lead for longer. Here's McGinn. He's so dangerous. Pope will come and collect this.
Great ball, wasn't it?
It was. Dropping
literally
deeper and collecting more possession. Yeah. And McGinn is chasing Taylor now. Full of energy, McGinn. That's not a great ball. Cash has not collected that.
Come on.
Touch back here for Douglas Luiz. Cork onto it quickly. Brownhill's there and fouled. Oh, they've won it. Here's Buendia. Burnley thought there was an infringement. Buendia driving forward. Touch on for Douglas Luiz. Across the face of goal. Burnley defended it. And Taylor should get here, and he's fouled by Douglas Luiz. Burnley free kick.
Well, danger there again, and McGinn is suddenly looking phenomenal. I mean, he found that pass, sliced it right down the middle, opened us up, and then within seconds he wasn't enjoying the fact he'd made a brilliant pass. He was straight over trying to get the ball back. He's a skillful player, always has been every time we've been here, and he's not the only one on this pitch. We've got to carry on being solid, carry on matching them before we change the game plan at one point, which will come.
Coutinho warming up as well. And Villa fans have found their voice. It's 1-1 here. Remember, last two have been draws here since they came back to the Premier League. Cash battling away with Cornet. McGinn back for Chambers. Chambers under pressure, uses the keeper. Martinez wants his centre-backs either side, and he uses Mings. Left-hand side with Luca Dean. 1-1 here. Long, long way to go. Making progress as well, Villa. Hooked on for Dean. He'll keep it in play. Looks to get the cross in. Pope coming, gets there. Comfortable enough take in the end for the former Charlton keeper.
Cornet and Barnes up front waiting for that, but he didn't release it early, but Taylor might do now going up the wing.
Taylor trying to get away from Buendia, finds Cornet. Here's Barnes, looks for Taylor, it's behind him. Taylor wanted it further forward. Apologies from Barnes. Burnley have got to keep focused here. Only took 3 minutes in the second half for Villa to be level. Here's Luca Dean, former Barcelona fullback. On in turn for Douglas Luiz. Here's Chambers. On for Cash. Cash looking early for Watkins. We know he's got pace, and he gets there. There's a foul from Long. Oh, that looks similar to me to the McNeil incident first half.
How can that be?
It's going to be a booking for Kevin Long. First booking of the game. Gone against Burnley.
Well, it's a dangerous position, but he's on the wrong side of him, and as he crosses over, well, no, I think he leaves a leg out, waiting for the contact, and of course Kevin Long's on the wrong side. That's the problem.
Bit unlucky, Nick Pope, just make an initial block, but can't keep the Buendia effort out. Luiz over this, McGinn over this. It's not been the start of the second half that Burnley wanted. McGinn with it. Everybody back for Burnley. Does he go for goal here, McGinn? It's a one-man wall. Just hiding it, I think.
He's getting ready for something.
Former Ibs man. Swings it in. It's gone ever so deep.
Miles away.
It's a real anticlimax as far as Villa are concerned.
Left-footed. Thinks he's swinging it all the way and swings it nowhere. It's miles off to the left there.
10 minutes gone in this second half.
I think Villa are getting some subs ready.
They are, I think,
to make some changes.
I'm surprised if the youngster came off. Chukwuemeka. Maybe Coutinho can come on for him.
Well, it's not Danny Ings.
Talent. They've got some talent out there, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's going to be Bertrand Traore, I think. Burkina Faso international just reaching for his shirt. Pope with the kick. Barnes with a flick on. Cornet on the chase. Clearances from Callum Chambers and out of play. Weghorst warming up. Tense moments. Traore about to come on. Who's it for? Chukwuemeka. Former Chelsea player. Signed from Lyon. Went to school in England.
Gerrard's just said to McGinn, keep the tempo up.
Throw from Taylor, looking for Barnes on his chest, but an heavy touch. McGinn's hooked it away. Here's McNeil, pings it wide for Roberts. Roberts looking to take men on. Back inside here for Cork, on for McNeil. McNeil might get this on his left foot here. Decent ball in, looking for Cornet. Mings with the header away. Done well with it there. Buendia trying to help it on. Burnley can win this back here. Here's McNeil once more, looking to go on a run on that right-hand side. Was crowded out to touch. Burnley have got the ball back inside. Cross into the middle here. Easy one for Martinez. Thumbs up from Barnes, but he didn't really want it there, Ashley Barnes.
No. Well, it's difficult getting those balls in because you've got Mings, who's stopping everything, and nothing's getting past him tonight. Before you even think about the others, he's been rather exceptional for Villa, and he's pushing it forward himself now.
1-1 here. Luca Dean with the ball. Back inside for Ramsey. Buendia on quickly for Douglas Luiz. Just sits in front of the centre-backs. Here's Chambers. Chambers for Traore. His first involvement. Ball on. Burnley have won it. Long to touch on for Cornet. Here's Brownhill. Tarkowski left foot and away. It's not his best ball. Dean will fancy his chances here against Roberts and wins it.
Skillful.
Good skill from the Frenchman. Collects it by the touchline. Uses Luiz.
Gerrard wants it on the right-hand side.
For Cash, doesn't he? And Cash has collected it now. On for Traore. Back again for Chambers. Burnley looking to defend like they did for the majority of the half. No foul here, Long. Watkins is not happy. He's charging into Taylor. Taylor's won the throw.
He's done well there, Taylor, because he was being barged off the ball. Managed to keep it in and then get the Villa to put it out. He's done very well.
We're not happy with Kevin Long there, are they, Villa? Not seen a replay of the incident. We're going to see it now, are we? I'm not entirely sure. The angle wasn't great. Maybe just caught him after the ball had gone. Taylor with the throw. Header won by McGinn. He's everywhere at the minute, McGinn. Here's Buendia, just slips. Does allow Cork to win it? He does. Here's Barnes. Oh, it's given us a foul. Oh, that looked harsh on Cork.
There's 2 Villa players down.
That looked harsh on Cork to me. I thought he just won the ball. He just nicked the ball away, but Pultini's having none of it.
The Burnley players are surrounding him.
Looks a contentious one, doesn't it, to say the least.
Wasted time arguing, though. He's telling Cork to go away. Brownhill was arguing. Tarkowski was in there first, but they're all away now. There is no point. Cornet stood over the ball.
Here's Douglas Luiz. 1-1, approaching the hour mark. Goes short for Mings. Mings back again for Douglas Luiz, for Chambers. Buendia's dropped deep to collect it. Here's Buendia now. For Dean. Buendia back flick is a poor one, and Burnley will collect some possession here. Barnes to shift it on for McNeil. Cornet's trying to make a run through the middle. Here's Collins to use Long. Long have to be careful. Back for Pope. And everybody moves up 10-15 yards. Pope with the clearance, looking towards Barnes, can't find him. Luca Dean again, a great first touch. McNeil's caught him. I think McNeil slipped there.
Yeah.
I think he slipped. He was trying to block it. There was no intention. Foul it is, though. Dean's okay, picks himself up.
Aaron Lennon and Wout Horst both warming up now. Are they the most likely candidates to come on in the next 10 minutes? I think they would both hope so.
We're being told there was a foul throw by Matty Cash ahead of the equaliser. Wasn't picked up on VAR, unfortunately. So VAR not Burnley's friend again tonight. Here's Cornet. Just touch inside, gives it away. Burnley sloppy there. Here's Traore. Taylor out of position. Long comes to meet Traore. Burnley trying to hold him up. It's McGinn again. In space, McGinn. Edge of the box. Back with Traore. Traore to deliver. Decent ball in there. Good header one. It was Collins, wasn't it? Making sure he got something on it. Here's Watkins. Burnley not started the second half as well as they'd like. Touch on from Buendia. Burnley win it through Collins. He'll win it again, Collins. Really tenacious. Knocked over by Watkins.
He's up again.
Up again, Burnley haven't quite got it away yet. Douglas Luiz screams of shout. Here's shoot. Here's Matty Cash will shoot, but he's got well under it. Well under it.
Right-footed, slices it well away. But you have to say, Collins again there, all over the place. He was down on the floor. He was pinging back up again. Anything to make this work. He did fantastically well. You have to say the defence has been.
So Burnley are done by.
Good for us.
Surely VAR should be checking the throw in the build-up to the goal.
Wasn't it? It's too late now, though, isn't it?
It is, but that's what VAR's there for, isn't it?
Yep.
Goal kick with Pope. Apparently they don't check foul throws in the build-up, which seems a strange one. Big boot forward here from Pope. Mings under it. Just make sure on the volley and away. Just been told there you don't check foul throws and VAR.
Oh, is that right? Where'd you check it then?
Well, you don't, do you? You don't let it go, I suppose. Wow. Just let it go, don't you? You're going to throw into the box looking for Barnes. Cornet goes down again, 1 or 2 appeals. Burnley win the next header through Brownhill. Barnes to try and hook it on. Can fall for Barnes here. Has a good shot, it's blocked. Taylor will battle and try and win this. It's gone out of play for a throw. Barnes thinks he's hit that really well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's frustrated. Here's Cornet. Can he keep this in play?
He does.
He can. Ball into the middle. Will it break here for Brownhill? It's it well. Oh, it's a great save from Martinez.
It is.
What a top effort that was.
Yep.
Really good shot.
Brownhill controlled it brilliantly, quickly. Right-footed shot, and the keeper had to be down really fast with strong hands in order to stop that. It was coming at pace, and he got 2 hands behind it, in fairness to him. But a great opportunity for Brownhill.
Good keeper. Really hit it well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Buendia gets the ball again. Seen a lot of the ball. Hooks it on for Chambers. Seen a picture, a still now of the throw from Cash in the build-up to the equaliser. Bit harsh on Burnley.
Everton have got one back.
Yes, they have a 2-1. We mentioned that.
Yeah.
Keane got the goal. Here's Luiz.
I've mentioned it again.
You've mentioned it again. Just in case.
Well, for anyone tuning in now.
I thought they'd got another back. Don't do that to me. Here's McGinn. On for Mings. 1-1 here. 2-1 Palace at Goodison Park. Slip here, and Burnley have got the ball through McNeil.
Yes.
He's nicked it. He's got Barnes ahead of him. He's got Cornet bombing on. Can he find the right ball here? Looks for Cornet. On for Taylor. Nothing ahead of him really. Taylor had to check. Taylor back inside for Cornet. Burnley just having to keep possession there. I think Barnes wanted it through the middle. Tarkowski to help it on for Collins. Bit of space for Nathan Collins.
And Everton have equalised.
Have they? 2-2 it is. So come back from Everton in the second half. Here's Brownhill. Looking to spread it here for Taylor. Taylor to collect. Taylor to try and get the ball, then it's blocked by Cash. He'll win it again. Finds Brownhill. Moments ago, that effort from Brownhill was saved well by the former Arsenal keeper Martinez. Here's McNeil. Can he just spin away here? Look and get a ball in perhaps on his left foot. It's Buendia closing him down. Looks for Cork. Here's Collins trying to help the attack. Gets it forward for Roberts. Nice spin from Roberts. Goes down. He's caught. Free kick Burnley. Oh, and a kick away from Luiz, who's in trouble here.
Collins
They'll have a look at it. Certainly Luiz has had a whack away at Roberts. Surely that's one for VAR, but maybe you don't use it. You don't use it for Burnley.
No, the ref's not interested in that. Paul Tierney was immediately shaking his head saying, go away. It's a free kick. That's what you're having.
Certainly looked like he had a kick out. We'll see it now. Roberts wins it, gets caught. No, we're not seeing that incident now, are we, Luiz?
Yeah, he gets up again, doesn't he? And then he comes in behind him and takes his legs away completely.
Certainly does catch him.
That is
it's a booking, isn't it? Surely it's a booking. Anyway, Burnley, free kick. Tarkowski back post. He'll be a danger here. And at the minute, it's Ramsey picking up Tarkowski. Burnley got to stay on side. Let's see what they can do here. Swung in. He's done towards the back post. Tarkowski wins the header. Here's Taylor. Taylor looking to go on the outside here against Buendia. Buendia's got a touch on it, and that'll be a corner.
He's giving a goal kick. Taylor can't believe it. He's got his hands on his head, shaking his head, saying that is unbelievable. That's why I let it go.
He could have got across in our field, couldn't he?
But he left it on purpose.
Taylor can't believe it. We'll see a replay now. What do you make of it?
Hard to tell.
Charles
from
has
that.
kicked it twice, perhaps there. Not sure.
The Everton equaliser was Richarlison.
Was it? Of course it was. Of course it was. Might break here for Burnley. It was sloppy. McNeil to pick up the loose ball.
Get out of the way, ref.
Ref was in the way almost. McGinn was in the way. He's allowed to be in the way. Clipped here. Roberts picks himself up. Helped on here. There's a bit of argy-bargy there on that far side. Here's Taylor. Goes to him. Cash. Helped on for Cornet. Chambers across. And that'll be a Burnley throw. 1-1 here. 2-2 at Everton.
And 1-1 at Chelsea, Leicester. All the draws.
Here's Taylor. Crowd getting behind him. 1-1 it is. Back with Charlie Taylor. He'll keep it in play. He's got a corner.
Well done.
First corner of the second half goes the way of the Clarets.
So we're in that zone now where we start thinking about changing things up to try and nick a goal.
It's a deflection, I understand, off Conor Gallagher, the equaliser for Everton. Here's Cornet. Plenty up here for Burnley. Interested if Tarkovsky can get away from his man. Swung in by Cornet towards that near post. Hooked away. Will it go out for another corner? Yes, it will.
As you were. Well, they lined up for that corner and then tried to create disarray by all shooting in different directions like a firework going off, but it didn't create enough.
I'm not entirely convinced the keeper will come for them, and it's McNeil to take it this time, isn't it?
Yeah, Cornet going
interesting,
back.
Isn't it? Cornet's just having a breather from the set pieces. McNeil to place it. 1-1 here. McNeil with the delivery. Ball into the middle in there. Header won by Tarkovsky. Yes. Burnley trying to win the next ball. Won't break for the Clarets in there, but Kevin Long takes it on. Kevin Long trying to get a ball in. He's knocked his man over. Bit unlucky there. Bit unlucky.
Weghorst is ready to come on.
So who does Weghorst come on for?
Well, I don't know.
Barnes?
Is it Cornet?
Cornet?
I think Cornet, in terms of his effect on the game, that's probably who I'd take off and leave Barnesy on there. But we'll see in a second. But he's taking on a drink. He's ready to come on. Coutinho's also ready to come on as well. There's a VAR check, is there? What is there a VAR check for here? Handball. Handball, we think, in the Villa box. Very similar to Ashley Barnes' penalty. Had his arm up.
Checking possible penalty for handball.
Well, if Barnes's was on Sunday, then this is also a penalty.
Is it extended his arm?
He's extended his arm.
Yeah, it is.
In the area in exactly the same way as Barnesy at the weekend. That's got to be a penalty.
Like for like, wouldn't it?
It's got to be.
They're having a long check.
It has got to be a penalty.
Just seen another replay now.
It's got to be.
Yeah, he's certainly extended. And Burnley will say, well, hang on, you gave it against us. It's Luke Dean, isn't it?
In exactly
he gave it against us.
He looks away as it's coming in towards him.
Just 4 days ago.
And it hits his arm.
It's a long check, isn't it?
He's saying it was my shoulder. It wasn't. It was the middle of his arm.
He'll have to go to the monitor, I would imagine.
This has to be a penalty.
Coutinho's about to come on. The players are crowding the referee. I think he's going to have a look at the monitor here. It's a lengthy check. We're playing on.
How on earth?
We're playing
exactly the same.
I tell you, VAR is not for Burnley.
It's exactly
it is not
the
for
same.
Burnley.
Wow. That is exactly the same as Spurs. That is bizarre.
It's not meant for Burnley.
I don't know how they'll argue that was different.
It looked very, very similar, didn't it? Ramsey off, Coutinho on.
Weghorst
looked very similar.
He's coming on as well.
Number 23, Felipe Coutinho.
Barnes is coming
on. Way, isn't it? With the penalty.
He's clapping his hands together saying, come on. Well, interesting.
I mean, that is incredible. I've got to say, the pictures I'm seeing of Matty Cash's throw for the equaliser, I'm sorry, that's just simply not good enough. How that has been allowed. Coutinho, and that surely looked very similar to the handball given against Burnley on Sunday.
We've got 19 minutes to make our own look here.
Yeah. I think you want fairness, don't you? You want an element of level playing field, don't you, Andy?
It's gone, Phil. Got to let it go. There's nothing we can do. It's annoying. It looked the same, I agree, but we've got to go and make our own luck now. Come on, we've got to get 3 points out of this.
It's incredible. Similar incident to Sunday, and Burnley don't get the decision. A long way to go here, though, and that's going to find Cash, is it? If he can take that down, he's done ever so well to take that down, Cash. Edge of the box. Here's Traore. Burnley going to have to defend like their lives depend on it. Traore teasing away. Can he get a cross in? He can, but it's headed away by Collins. Weghorst now on for Barnes. Here's Dean with a shot. It was his handball moments ago. Roberts to help it down the line, looking for Weghorst. Mings just about gets there. Ooh. Burnley throw.
Different sort of challenge now with Weghorst coming in. Similar sort of size, and literally there, Mings skipped across him rather than go into an all-out challenge with him, which is interesting.
Burnley drew a heck of a lot of luck on the last day, Andy.
I know. Long throw time.
It's gone beyond Weghorst. Cornet has to make a little run for it. And that's gone against him in front of the Burnley fans.
He's not happy.
Roberts has picked the ball up to no avail. It'll be a Villa throw. Dean with it. Finds Coutinho. Got some ability on the pitch now, Villa. Wow, they've got some ability on the pitch.
And still Danny Ings to come.
Yeah. Here's McGinn, who's been superb for them. Ships it on for Cash, who's able to run at Taylor. Taylor, good block. First corner for Villa at this second half.
We've got Aaron Lennon warming up.
Might just fancy his pace. Everton lead 3-2 against Crystal Palace. They've come from 2 down to lead 3-2. That would take Everton out the equation. Here's McGinn. Finds Coutinho. He's got a bit of space here, Coutinho. Burnley have got to watch that. Watkins with a header. It's gone back towards Chambers. Watkins has got a shot away here.
Save.
Tipped over. Pope looked at infringement in the build-up. Burnley can't believe it. Certainly looked like he knocked his man over.
How's that not a foul, says Nathan Collins to him straight away. Can't believe that.
Looks like he knocks him over, Watkins, doesn't he? Then gets the shot away.
Nick
it's
Pope
a fine
immediately
save.
was appealing.
It's a fine save, to be fair.
Yeah, 2 hands over the bar, corner.
It's gone short, Coutinho. Waits for support. Gone wide here for Louise. Louise gets a cross in. Burnley with a header away, not properly away. Traore hit it wide of the target. That's a goal kick, I think.
Yep. Left-footed, low and hard, but not on target. You get nothing for those. Right. Time for us to get possession, and Aaron Lennon being called back as we speak.
Now, there's been 25 goals in the last 15 minutes in Aston Villa games this season.
Do you think we're going to score 25?
The score, well, it's
that would be 26-1.
It's not settled at 1-1, is it?
I'd take that.
Calvert-Lewin has got the goal. 3-2 Everton. McGinn wins a good header there. Next one is Kevin Long. Touch from Coutinho. Finds Dean. Burnley have got to stay in this now and battle hard. Dean to drive forward. McNeil goes with him. Touch back for Coutinho. Coutinho in space. Burnley can't stand off players. Header won by Taylor. Gets it out of the danger zone for the minute, and it'll be a throw for Villa. Burnley not really offering anything in attack at the minute. That will be a concern. It's with Mings. On for Coutinho, dropping deep to collect the ball. Coutinho and Buendia both on the pitch now. Plenty of ability out there, Villa. Burnley have got to stick at it, looking for Buendia. He's collected it. Great challenge, Tarkowski. Really good challenge.
Comes right across him, left-footed, sweeps away, takes the ball.
Throw only.
The man goes after that.
It's back with Cash. Cash back inside. Burnley have got a block on it. A point would take Burnley above Leeds, remember. Another change with Ings coming on. Danny Ings set to come on against his former club. Here's Buendia. So good in possession, Villa. They really are good in possession. Louise to help it on for Coutinho. Coutinho wide for Dean. Burnley trying to defend now. Dean taking them on. He's got a little bit lucky. Hit Roberts back in there. Header away from Cork. Coutinho pick up the loose ball. Coutinho in a bit of space. Corner of the box. Wants to get the ball in. Burnley have won it. Weghorst back for Cork. Back in turn here and dug out. Burnley need to win the next header if they can. McNeil has. Weghorst battling away. Can he keep it? Can he win the throw? Not quite. It'll break here for Chambers. Chambers back to the keeper. Burnley in pursuit with McNeil. It's gone wide for Cash. These are important minutes now. Final 15 minutes of this one. Traore against Long. Deep inside his own half. Long's committed forward there. Pushing the back by Brownhill on McGinn.
And here comes the sub. A familiar face.
Danny Ings on. Watkins makes way. Straight swap. Danny Ings will go through the middle. Certainly committing attacking players, Villa. Burnley have got to find a way here. Have seen Villa out. Clip forward. Burnley need to win this if they can. McGinn's got there. Touch back. Wide of the target. First touch. A shot. Wide of the target.
Time to bring Aaron Lennon on, I think.
Yeah, Aaron Lennon's coming on.
Yeah, I mean, he's a real danger with Danny Ings. Of course, we know that. And
it's McNeil to make way.
First touch, bang, as a go. And off to the left it goes. But an early warning sign that says don't give him any space.
We'll restart with a goal kick.
McNeil's not exactly running off. He is meandering.
I mean, a point does take Burnley above Leeds going into the last day, doesn't it?
Substitution for Burnley, replace number 11, Dwight McNeil.
10 minutes remain, just over 10 minutes remain here. Burnley have got to sit tight. Got to get something from it, I feel.
So the Everton game mustn't be far off the end now.
No, they're 3-2 up.
And they're on 39 points if it finishes
like
safe.
That. They're safe.
Done, aren't they?
They win it. Here's Chambers, touch back from Martinez. Oh, that's a touch. That's a cheeky little touch in his 6-yard box. Uses Chambers. And he's found McGinn. They're good at playing the ball out. Won by Brownhill. Decision goes against him. Free kick not taken yet, I don't think. Seven minutes added on at Goodison Park with Everton leading 3-2. Come back from 2 down.
It's enough time for Palace to win it.
Here's Buendia. Wow, there's some ability on the pitch here, Villa. Here's Chambers, might fancy a chance here. Dinks it in there. Header one. Oh, what a save, Nick Pope. What a save from Nick Pope. Traore's header looked like it was going past him, and it's a top save to his right-hand side. Really good cross in. Traore might have brushed his shoulder.
How did he get down to that, though? Because
he's made a great save, hasn't he?
He has to get down, low, right to the floor, right-handed, really strong wrist, and it pings away off to the right. Nick Pope has kept us in this with a couple of fantastic saves tonight.
Great save, isn't it? Back with Mings, though, just galloping down that left-hand side. Burnley have got to find energy from somewhere here. Coutinho on for McGinn. He just hooks it in there. Pope's coming, collects it. Too much height on it.
Weghorst has sprinted up the pitch and he's saying, where's the ball? Where's the ball?
He wanted it, didn't he? He wanted it. Didn't get it early enough.
Nope.
It's rolled out here for Roberts as we enter the final 10. One apiece here. That Barnes penalty almost on the stroke of half-time. Equaliser early in the second half from Buendia. Touch on here for Weghorst. Burnley thought there was an infringement. Weghorst comes away with the ball. Back again with Lennon.
He wants
Roberts.
He always wants it. Weghorst is the minute he's given the ball away to someone, he's saying, "Give me back, give me back."
Lennon. Courts just won a throw there, I think. Throw on that right-hand side. Top save, wasn't it? Just a top save. Not happy here with something. I don't know what he's given there, the referee. Offside, is it? I'm not sure.
No,
completely confused there. Don't tell me it was a foul throw, because I'll be angry. Ball forward here, and that's Nick Pope's.
We've got to create something here to get ahead.
You have, yeah.
Because they're going to be a danger right to the last minute with this kind of lineup.
Burnley fans have found their voice, just to encourage everybody along. Their course to try and reach this. It's gone beyond him. Cornet can win this. Cornet's got support. Taylor wants it, screaming for it. Can he get a ball in here, Taylor?
Yes,
he can, but Mings with the clearance. Brownhill to win the next ball, but Traore's nipped it. Brownhill trying to get back at him. Here's Buendia. Burnley need to get men back here. Touch on for McGinn, who's been superb. On for Louise. Villa crowd want action here, and it's gone wide for Mings. Mings back again here for Coutinho. Coutinho to pick out Traore. Denied moments ago. Here's Cash. McGinn wants it right hand side. Burnley having to sit deep here. Really fight the battle. Buendia back for Douglas Luiz. Just helps it on for Coutinho. Bit of space for Coutinho. Able to just drive forward a yard or two. Wide for Cash. Back inside for McGinn. McGinn on in turn for Luiz once more. Cries have come on Burnley, but Coutinho's found himself in a bit of space here. Might fancy a shot. Hooks it wide for Cash. Cash with the ball in. Pope's coming. Gets a good punch on it. Some distance away. Mings to touch it on for Douglas Luiz. Looking again for Cash. Burnley just can't get out of the 18-yard box at the minute. McGinn with the ball in. It's dangerous. Flick on. Burnley should clear. It's Lennon that's got it away. Weghorst almost going for the same ball with Cornet. McGinn's won it back. He's just awesome, isn't he, McGinn? McGinn battling away. Who's giving it against Weghorst?
Come on.
The big Dutchman's furious with Paul Tierney.
He won the ball back. He lost it.
It was about effort and endeavour, wasn't it?
Absolutely. He lost it.
I'm not sure it was a foul, you know. McGinn got the better of him, came away with the ball. Weghorst.
Literally, he did nothing.
Didn't look to, did he? Coutinho back for Mings. On for Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz on in turn for Chambers. Chambers looking to get a cross in. It's blocked by Taylor. It'll be a throw only.
Gerrard's frustrated now. He's spinning round every time they miss an opportunity. He knows with the firepower that he's got on.
Just over 6 minutes left, isn't it?
Yeah.
Burnley have one change left. Court's caught there. That'll be a free kick. Ironic cheers from the Burnley end. It has been 2 draws in succession since Villa came back into the Premier League. Burnley unbeaten in 3 here. Maybe Burnley a little hard done by. Certainly with the equaliser. Hint of a penalty. Lowton's coming on here. It's Cornet to make way. Is that an indication Burnley are happy with what they've got?
Well, certainly you'd have thought so, but Lennon's going to come over onto the left-hand side. And Charlie Taylor's just said to Vout, start making the runs in, and I'll start playing it to you.
Last change for Burnley. Cork is just struggling in the middle a little. Weghorst can't win that. Lennon's trying to run off him. Cash has won it. Here's Weghorst. Uses Taylor. Nobody really in the middle. Looking to get a ball in there. Oh, it's a save. Can barely finish it.
Yes.
Weghorst. Oh, it's blocked
no.
by Mings. Oh, how close were Burnley? It's agony, isn't it? Oh, Connor Roberts was so close. Weghorst was so close. How have Villa kept that out? It's agony for the Clarets.
Wow.
It was a super little move, wasn't it? Roberts got the touch. Great save, Martinez. Roberts picked himself up, and Mings threw himself at Weghorst.
Great block.
It is a corner, though. It swung in there. Burnley to try and win it. Will it fall for Aaron Lennon? It will. He saved it again. Wow. Burnley was so close. 2 chances in quick succession. The game has come alive here. Oh. How's your luck, Burnley? So close.
Well, Villa are up.
Here's
now.
Coutinho. Come on, Burnley. You've got to keep them out now. Dean with the ball in. It's a decent cross in there. Header from Taylor and away. Touch on here for Douglas Luiz. Helps it on for McGinn. Here's Buendia looking for Traore. Too much on that. He'll go behind.
Wow.
For a goal kick. You're going to have to explain to me how Burnley aren't ahead.
Well, you know, you have to say the keeper there, Martinez, was fantastic to stop the chance from Roberts. But then the cross into the middle, you think open goal, you can't miss here. Literally 2 seconds. 2 seconds, it's in the back of the net. He had an open goal, but Mings literally threw himself in the way you would expect our defence to do and blocked that shot. I mean, that was incredible. I thought we were there. I thought we'd scored twice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great save from Martinez, to be fair, to deny Roberts, who's no right to get there, has he? Spills it, picks himself up, and then finds Weghorst. And Weghorst looks like he does everything right, but it's the block, isn't it, from Mings? Wow.
Yeah, the only thing he could have done was got underneath it a bit more, but then you risk it going over the bar, so he wasn't going to do that. He was keeping it low, he was keeping over it.
Seemed to do everything right, didn't he? Now then, Villa will think there's a chance left in the game for them. Here's Traore, nice layoff. Touch back from McGinn. He's going to look for a shot here. Good save, Pope. And he kept hold of it because people were bearing down on him.
Yep.
Pat on the back of the head.
Very strong hands.
Real save.
2 hands, body behind it.
It's a great save, isn't it, from Martinez?
Yeah.
It goes down, and he's looking for Weghorst Roberts. He's got the presence there to find Weghorst, and he just throws a boot at it, Mings. Extends his boot fully to deny Weghorst. Oh, Burnley was so close.
Yeah.
Now then, here's Coutinho for Douglas Luiz. Come on, Burnley, stay in it. Coutinho driving forward, he's got a bit of space, looks to have a shot. Easy one for Pope.
No problem.
It's finished at Everton. Everton 3, Palace 2, Everton are safe. It's between Burnley and Leeds now for the last spot. But a point tonight would take Burnley above Leeds. But they must have thought they were close to all three. A little bit further forward, Roberts, now, isn't he?
He certainly is. He's up with Wout at the moment.
He's close with Weghorst, isn't he? Final 2 minutes. I can't tell you how nervy this is. Here's Coutinho, wearing 23, former Liverpool man, played with Gerrard at Liverpool. Buendia to touch it on. Chance here. Really good save from Pope. Ings with the shot.
Ings was doing that little scurry that he does where you go, which way is he going to go? Which way is he going to go?
Got behind us. It is a corner. Burnley going to have to be careful here.
Pope does really well, keeps himself big. Right arm out for the corner. They've taken it already.
Taking it short, haven't they? Inside for Douglas Luiz. McGinn wants it back post. Mings is back post. Chambers, a real old-fashioned up and under. Can Burnley win it? Dean's getting there. Brownhill wins it. Hacks it away, but only as far as Douglas Luiz. Now then, Villa find themselves some pressure. We enter the final minute here now. It's back with Douglas Luiz, a little bit behind him. He checks his stride. It's on in turn here for Cash. Right-hand side with McGinn. Back again for Cash. He's going to get a cross in. Good block from Lennon. Did his job. Did really, really well. Aaron Lennon. Throw with Villa. How close have Burnley been here? That dramatic save from Martinez and block from Mings. Here's Luiz. All eyes will be on the fourth official in a minute. It's back with Luiz again. On in turn for Buendia. He's come deeper now. Buendia to hook it wide. Finds Cash. Cash for Chambers. They'll look to get a cross in. Burnley need to win the header. They haven't quite managed it. Lucas Dean to collect it. Cross back in. Danger in there. It will fall in there.
Pope.
Save from Pope.
Pope.
Another save from Nick Pope. Wow.
Gerrard can't believe it. Gerrard is literally walking away going, how have we not scored?
Cash with the effort. Left foot. Probably fell to his wrong foot. Save. We're going to enter the final minute here. Sorry, we're going to enter injury time. 4 additional minutes.
Come on, Burnley. Come on.
Everton are safe. It's between Burnley and Leeds now for the last spot. To it is Matt Lowton. Lowton playing up right back. Driving forward, Lowton. Runs into trouble. He's caught his man. He's off here. It's a red card, I'm afraid. Matt Lowton won the ball. Caught his man after.
Yeah, his boot was up.
And Matt Lowton is off here. They'll check it on VAR. He does win the ball, Matt Lowton, but catches his man after. Yeah. And I think Burnley are going to be down to 10 men here.
Yeah.
We'd want to see a replay.
Studs were up as he was going through, so...
treatment for the player involved. Lowton's driving through, goes past one. Over touch, catches him. Not sure that's a red card for me.
Actually, looking at the replay,
no, I'm not sure that's a red card. He does catch the man, but how high is it? Not sure it's that high. Just tumble into his leg.
He does,
but certainly wins the ball.
There's contact there. I think the trouble is, as Paul Tierney's seen the boot go through on his ankle in a split second.
Yeah.
So that is worth a look back. I mean, he couldn't stop his forward motion.
Yellow card for me, I think.
Yeah, once he's in there, he couldn't stop his forward motion.
It's a tale of woe, isn't it? You know, VAR is not helping Burnley. Clear infringement in the equaliser when Matty Cash had a foul throw. We're told it wasn't checked.
Yeah, the ball's already gone when he hits the player, and he can't do anything about it.
I think he's falling into the player, isn't he, Chambers?
Yeah, he gets the ball first.
Chambers didn't need treatment. I think they'll reverse this. I think it might be a yellow card.
Yep.
Paul Tierney's got to have to think about. Oh, he's not, is he? Sending him off. Staying with the referee.
Wow.
Well, you would, wouldn't you? VAR's not for Burnley, I don't think.
There's been no point.
There was certainly no malice in that challenge from Matt Lowton.
No.
He tumbled into the man against his former club. Certainly an handball that Burnley could have had a second penalty for. Foul throw for the equaliser. Yeah, you just wonder what VAR is there for. Well, you do really. He does catch his man. I just don't think there's any intent. Burnley are down to 10 men here, and it's going to be a last few minutes here of real drama. Certainly took a couple of minutes to decide that. Mings to come in. Everybody's back here. They've just got to find a way, haven't they? Roberts back to right back. Weghorst has won it. Done well there, Weghorst, against
just
Lucas
keep it in the corner, and he is doing.
He's a strong player in those situations. Foul here, Burnley free kick.
Great stuff.
And there's a banger that Buendia surely has to go in the book for that short descent. Banging the turf. He's caught his man. I'm going to tell you that's as bad as the challenge Lowton did.
Well, that's exactly what they're saying down on the bench. They're holding their hands up, looking at the fourth, saying...
That's a poor challenge from Buendia.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're saying.
It's just a yellow. That looked a poor challenge.
Ah, dear. Right, possession is all this is about.
Just trying to keep it, isn't it?
Yep, that's all this is
about. The draw's
the
draw now, isn't it?
We could do without hoisting it high and gambling on a 50-50 here, but we have.
And it's gone out of play, sliced out of play, hasn't it? Quick throw. Burnley've got to just defend like their lives depend on it here. We're approaching the end of 4 minutes, but there'll be a couple of additional minutes, really, I think, for the VAR. Here's Buendia up against Weghorst. Hooks it wide for Luca Dean. Cross in here from Dean. Header won by Taylor. Good header. Buendia picks up the loose ball. Can Burnley win it through Weghorst? They can. Wins the challenge. Will it break for Lennon? He's hooked it away, but up to his own goal almost. Cash with a good touch. Taylor battles away. It's going to be a corner. Late corner here for Villa.
What we need.
Corner number 13. We're in the 5th additional minute here.
They're racing to take it.
It's going to be Douglas Luiz. There is time because of the VAR check on Matt Lowton.
Don't let them take it short. They're not going to begin.
It's going to go in the middle here, isn't it?
Yep.
Come on, Burnley. You've got to see it out. A point's a real vital point now. Douglas Luiz to get it in there. Headed on. It's gone behind. Goal kick.
Ooh.
Goal kick Burnley. That's a bonus. Came off Traore, didn't it? In the 5th minute of added time. It's not gone for Burnley tonight. And I just don't think it was a red for Lowton. He's caught his man. He's tumbled into him. I just don't think there was the intent there. I don't know what Paul Tierney thinks he's seen there.
I don't think you can pull out of that once you're going in and you've got contact with the ball.
Yeah, you're tumbling into the man, aren't you? Burnley could appeal perhaps, but we'll see. Might need him for the last game, so it might be worth an appeal.
Yeah.
Here's Pope. It's the 6th minute now of additional time. He's had a look at his watch, Tierney. Chest of Weghorst. Lennon's won the free kick here. And there's ironic cheers. Weghorst is making it clear that he's not happy with the referee. Jack Cork's having a quick word. Now then, do you throw somebody forward here? He's looking for instructions from the bench, isn't he? Tarkowski will go forward.
Wow.
It's the only man to go forward from the back. And I think they're just getting instructions here from Ben Mee and Mike Jackson. It's a very high line. I think it was the last chance of the game here. Looking to try and feed Tarkowski. Wins the header. Will it fall in the middle? No, Martinez. Got to get back here. Surely there's not further time now. We're approaching the 7th minute of added time.
He's checked his watch.
He's looked at his watch. Surely he's got to blow, Paul Tierney.
Yes.
He's blown now.
Yes.
It's a big point for Burnley, but it should have been all three. Burnley led at half-time through Ashley Barnes' penalty, trip on Cornet, equaliser Buendia on 47 minutes, but there was a foul throw in the build-up, not picked up by the officials. So harsh on Burnley, looked like a penalty shout. Digne handball on 71 minutes, looked so similar to last Sunday, but it wasn't given on VAR. Matt Lowton was sent off, possibly harshly, did tumble into his man, but Burnley have to settle for a point. It's perhaps harsh on Burnley. They had to see it out at the end. Some great saves from Nick Pope, particularly from that header from Traore. But it's a point. Burnley gone above Leeds, got a better Leeds as result on Sunday. All still to play for. What a dramatic evening here.
What a dramatic evening, yeah. I mean, it literally could have gone either way there. Villa had enough possession and got enough skill that they could have easily won this 3-1 again. They had enough firepower, and at times, you know, they look properly dangerous, and it's just not rolled for them tonight. You have to say, great play by Nick Pope. He's kept us in it. You know, that's at least 3, if not 4, that if Nick Pope wasn't on point, we've gone behind and behind again, and so Nick kept us in it. Fantastic. Solid by defence, you have to say. The 3 at the back were fantastic. We didn't have enough possession up front, but, you know, maybe it was about soaking up and seeing if we can nick it. We didn't look like nicking it, really, but yeah, we were hard done by.
Plays going across to the fans. It's a great reception. Weghorst was so close.
Yeah.
Roberts did ever so well to get on the end of the cross. Good save from Martinez. I just wonder if he could have had an extra touch.
Yeah.
Weghorst.
Well, yeah, but you know what do you do? The ball's coming towards you. If you strike it, surely, you know, Ming's boot's not that big to stop that. He's got the whole goal to go out. Literally, there's not even a man in front of him, and it's just one boot that flies into the. I mean, it's inches. It's inches. But then, so far, that's the story of our season, isn't it?
I've got to say the decisions I'm dealt as Andy. The foul throw for the equaliser looks an handball penalty similar to Barnes.
Yeah. It does. It does. I mean, how that has not gone for us is astonishing. All the talk tomorrow will be about consistency, and you just want the same. You just want the same decisions. How 2 sets of decisions can be different on that, I do not know. I mean, you know, the arm was in a similar position. That should be a penalty without a shadow of a doubt. Cornet's the last man off again.
Yes, yeah.
He's limping a bit, and he's got an ice pack. So don't know what that means for Sunday. But
I just wonder if we'll appeal Matt Lowton.
Well, it does no harm, does it? Because he's out of the picture, if not, but a point is not the worst case scenario. You know, if we'd have lost, would have been, oh no, this is going to be even harder. But you know, it all comes down to the last day. That's the bottom dollar. It is the hardest way to finish the season. It is going to be nail biting on Sunday against a good Newcastle side.
The spirit's there, isn't it? The real battle from the lads today. Got to go and win against Newcastle. Well, that's the bottom line. Win against Newcastle and you're safe.
Here's the one great faith that I've got, is that Jackson set them up each and every time. That he's been in charge here really intelligently, really cleverly. You know, we could have won this. You know, there's games here that he has won because tactically he's set up. He's been unlucky at Spurs, so he's going to be all over Newcastle. He's going to look at every inch of how they're playing and why they're winning, and he's going to try and stop that. And I've got every faith that he's going to do that, and I'm going to be there for that game alongside you.
You are.
We're going to be all right, Phil. We're going to be all right.
Yeah, might need a rest before then. It's been quite a hectic 90 minutes. Burnley will feel they're a little hard done by. Some great saves from Nick Pope, super save from Martinez to deny Roberts late on.
The jacket has not lost again. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute, Tiger. The jacket has not lost again.
Might have lost at Brentford, but we'll gloss over
Don't worry about that. One out out of all those, you're not moaning about that, are you?
Yeah, it's a point.
That's Champions League form, my friend.
Really? We're going to leave you here with the news. Burnley have got a point, vital point, gone above Leeds, out of the relegation zone. Barnes with a penalty in the first half, Wendia with an equaliser early in the second. Burnley will feel a little hard done by with one or two decisions, but it's all to play for on Sunday. We'll be there for Clarets Plus. Burnley against Newcastle, 4 o'clock. Leeds go to Brentford. Burnley have got to better Leeds' result on Sunday. Thanks to Andy for his help.
Pleasure.
This evening, it's been a chaotic evening, but Burnley have got a point. It's finished here. Aston Villa 1, Burnley 1. Goodbye from me.